What is up, Girth Gang, and welcome to another edition of Figonomics. Tonight we're joined by Fritz, the connoisseur of Lego, the Sergeant of Savings. I believe we have coined him Sergeant Savings. That is not an official title, by the way, just, for reasons. But in this world, he's Sergeant Savings. And of course, also joined by the legend himself, Tyler, aka Life Bricks, in the house, who says, make Lego Star Wars Advent figs great again. So we'll see the angle that he's coming from. We're going to go around the horn, name some of our favorite Advent figures in a countdown fashion, and then we'll chop it up on the remainder of them, maybe to get into what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, what we'd like to see, all that fun stuff. So thanks for tuning in to Figonomics, and all right, it is Tuesday, November 26th. What day is this?
Yeah, 26th. Yeah.
26th. All right. 2 days away from Thanksgiving. Hopefully people are out there finding spectacular deals all around the horn. And we're happy to be here. Quick programming note, ACOB will not be live on Thursday. It is Thanksgiving. And I would love to figure out a way to do that for you guys, but we have a contingency plan. Don't worry. Friday or Saturday, we will have a GWP, and I think we're gonna make it like insane. So we won't be on ACOP Thursday. Everybody can enjoy their turkey. There's a lot going on. Family over, Dolphins get there's just too much. There's too much. So I hope you guys are cool with that. We'll be here Friday, Saturday. With a show. I think Tyler's interested in hanging too, so it'll be a good time. Fritz, everybody's welcome. It's gonna be a party.
Oh yeah,
kind of like a recap maybe of what the cops everybody got. If Black Friday, I'd like Black Friday to be great again, Tyler, quite frankly.
That is true. Well, biggest thing is I would want my I guess first and foremost, I want my Black Friday to just be Black Friday again and not Black November.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like it's fun staying on edge all day every day for some, I guess, trying to figure out what to get. But I don't know, man. I do miss like the I like to build towards big events, so it's just it's in my DNA.
Yeah. I mean, I want a genuine reason to be freezing my ass off at 4 a.m.
Yeah,
in a Walmart line again. Like I haven't felt that way in years.
Yeah, there you go. I'm with you. Fritz, you are in Michigan.
I am in Michigan.
You explained to me you're in one of several Lego storage facilities that you have. You have so much that you have to ship it into entire different states. You've got gangs of 501st and other nonsense behind you. What do you got going on?
Well, I'm home. This is my actual hometown with my parents. I'm here for a little bit for Thanksgiving. This is all mainly my personal collection, minus what's at my wife's house and my sister's house. Each one probably has minimum 100 sets.
You hear that, Taylor? You don't put all your supply in one house, you know what I mean, in case the feds come.
Yeah, that's true. If it burns down, I'm okay, Well, I don't know about my house in California. That one's got a lot. Take the one in California, and it's probably 5 times what I have here in Michigan in total. No joke.
The J Devil Check says, love the snowy tubes here. Always looking forward to the old Sean and Stash show. I like this this name. Sean and Stash. This is pretty good.
I love that.
I love it. Oh, it's funny.
That's a compliment.
All right, guys. Big tease for tonight. We do have a new super chat available. And in talking with some friends, we thought it'd be funny to gamify it a little bit. So as soon as we hit $20 in supers tonight, it's going to be DLC. We're going scumbag DLC right here on a couple of brickheads. If we hit $20, and it can be, in $2, however we could do the regular super chat thing. But if you want to hear the new one, which I believe these two gentlemen have seen, Tyler, where do you rank this new one? I mean, it's still growing on you. I mean, what do you think of this one out of the gate?
I mean, the reality of it is, like I said, my top 2 or 3. I think it's going to be because I mean, the thing is, like, the top 2 or 3 I have are like such catered to like my likings and stuff, where it's like, I just feel like, my enjoyment of actually listening to them, I just feel like it's going to be hard for really, like, unless you make like, I don't know. I mean, there's a couple things that can probably outweigh it. nothing wrong with this one, but at least at the moment hasn't cracked top 3.
Yeah, I get it. So look out for that. And again, if it's not tonight, that's fine. We'll just have it waiting in the wings. All right, let's get into this. It's a little bit of a tighter show. We'll bring it up here. Now, what we're going to do is we've got all of them laid out. Some of them get individual sort of page status. You're going to see me flipping around because I don't know what these gentlemen are going to pick. But we will find their pick. We're going to start with a round of honorable mentions on the countdown, and then we'll do 5s around the horn, 4s around the horn, 3, 2. You guys get the drill. And I'll like a shout out to Brent from Brent's Bricks saying, hit the dang like button, would you? I mean, come on. Yeah, we'll go around the horn, naming stuff. Just to kick it off. Fritz, Advent, what does it mean to you, man? You've been collecting a long time, or is the glory days gone, sir? Are you seeing things you still like? What's the state of these things to you right now?
Man, my personal opinion on the Advent figs or the calendar, right? I didn't get into the Advent calendars and realize, wow, these are actually like great minifigures till like maybe 2018. I was like, all right, these are actually pretty fire figures. But they were all the ones that in the past that I loved. And I would say probably the last time I liked an Advent calendar set was probably 2020, 2021, 2022, one of those ones. That I was like, all right, this right here is probably the best we're going to get. And then they proved it with me. Some of these Advent calendars that they're coming out with right now are just not it for me. Yeah. I want the exclusivity. I want some girth in some of these boys. Like,
no, I hear you. I will tell you this, since I've gotten into the game, I've happened to grow a little nostalgia, and I'm not sure what year it is, Fritz. You know, I started in 19, so it was either 19, 20. Throughout some of those, though, there's some where I'm like, you know what, that was kind of a heater. You know what I mean? I feel like you always long for the stuff you missed, probably.
True. Oh, 100%.
Like naturally, right? Tyler, you know what that's like. I mean, you know, if you didn't get it before, you kind of want it more, but I'm looking at it, and let's just say this, spoiler, I will have some more recent boys, because we could all sit down and go, you know what, I mean, look at the thumbnail, for crying out loud. You know, I'm not saying he has to make everyone's list, but obviously it's a legend, right? I'm wondering if we should retire some of the older ones if we do this again next year, Tyler. All right, guys, before we get started on the list, there he is. We have breaking news. Camber has jumped in and thrown out the $20. I'm curious to see what the reaction of this is. Ladies and gentlemen, proud to debut our latest super chat. It's called Lego Butt.
I want to see that not that Lego butt. I want to see that not that Lego butt. Looking good on that box art check. One more finger, boys need to inspect. Front's a heater, but the back could be a wreck. Turning it around and I mean no disrespect.
Look at the butt on that thing. All right, there it is. The latest super. Let me know what you guys think. Sometimes it takes time to grow. I will say I think that beats like insane now.
Honestly, it hits pretty hard, I won't lie.
Thank you, Camber, for unlocking the DLC. So now that it is in the field of supers. Should anyone choose to go Lego Butt, Gabriel's enjoying Lego Butt. Palpy Brent is goated. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely already at least 1 point better the second time listening. I'll tell you that.
The back could be a wreck. Did you just realize for the first time you're in it, Tyler? You like seeing yourself pop up in there. It's got to be fun.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, it's definitely, it's nice little teases. Yeah. Little, what do they call them? Cameos.
A little cameo. Your check's in the mail, sir. For your
his royalties.
Oh God! All right, we'll run it one more time. Jandard wants to hear it. I want everyone to really. Camber's first time spending 20 on some butt. That's the first. All right, run it back. Everybody's into it. Again, you know how these things grow on you. I think, you know, time 20 on this. Everyone's going to be into it. Here we go.
I want to see that not that Lego bed. I want to see that check. One more nigga, boys need to inspect. Front's a heater, but the back could be a wreck. Turning it around, and I mean no disrespect.
Look at the butt on that thing.
Man, I'll never get over. It's truly kind of crazy what AI is capable of, man.
Well, that and a lot of patience.
A lot of patience.
It doesn't write itself. You can, but you can tell that, you know what I mean?
True. I kind of totally forgot that aspect. You still technically have to write the entire lyrics, right?
Some people will just churn and burn and be like, look what I made. This was very intentional. Like okay,
all right, that's sweet. I mean, then you 100% got to get your credit for. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's crazy what
you
Sean
think AI is going to come up with all the dumb shit we say in our shows. It's not going to. I mean, one day it probably will.
Maybe.
But yeah, guys, I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I do write the bars, and the beat. It's a lot of manipulating. You don't get a beat like that right out of the gate. I'm going to tell you right now. Shreddy wants to be on the butt remix. This song reminds me when the boys talked about Slave Leia and Sean kept going, Ryan, look at her. I don't remember that. Real Slave Leia or oh, that's funny. All right, let's get into it. Thank you guys for indulging. Another one, hopefully next ACOB stream. It's near the finish line, and it's completely different from this one. I think one of the best pieces of feedback we got, they go, well, this is certainly not like the other ones. So, and then Sports Center update, Brent saying 11 days till him and Tyler meet Annie in person.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna be emotional. It's gonna hope the vlog cameras are ready. All right, guys, let's get into it. We'll go honorable mentions around the horn. We'll do it in countdown style. Tyler, you're the least prepared and you're on the bottom, so we'll work bottom up.
All right, so my honorable mention is the Snow Baka from 2016.
Snow Baka. I believe he's here. All right, Snow Baka is on this. So we've divided them by different categories, strong standalone figures, groups of figs, the sweater gang, the sweater boys. Talk to me about Tubes. I believe this is the first compliment you've ever paid to Tubes in my presence. What's going on with this one?
So I've got to appreciate the fact that it is a 100% totally unique figure. Like everything about it's fun, like it's festive. It really kind of fits just like the straight up like advent calendar heater status. Like it's not just Mando with the friggin' scarf on or a clone trooper with a hat on. Like it's like fully different, fully exclusive. But there is also part of me that somewhat maybe puts it like on the lazy side. Like of course it's nowhere near as bad or lazy as like the other 50 of them. I'm not going to say tonight, but like the reason why I kind of put it on honorable mention versus the top 5 is I do think there's maybe it's a little too easy for them to do, although it's great.
Yeah. I love it. I think simple is a good thing, They didn't have to go nuts with it. You can clearly tell this is a Christmas thing. Some people could say, oh, they just cheaped out, made them white instead of brown. But it's just funny to me because, and rightfully so, I'm not defending this position, but Lego's been giving us roughly the same tubes, if not the same tubes. Like how many mainline tubes are there, Fritz? 2? Like 2 ever? Like mainline?
Truly,
molds?
yeah. I mean, maybe 2, maybe 3, considering Han Solo. But yeah.
So I mean, Tyler, what outside of the ATST snow dandruff?
Oh yeah.
Outside of that,
there's only 3.
you're not getting a lot of different shoes, right?
I mean, there's also part of me that kind of thinks too. Like I just confirmed it right here too. Like, it was the day 24 fig of its year. And kind of backing kind of what I said earlier, like it just to me it just doesn't feel like day 24 status. If think about it, like if this was like a day 18, a day 11, but then we also had any sort of different figure in the day 24, like even presumably a better one, but even if this was a day 23 or prior, it probably would have cracked into the 4 or 5 spot. But the 24th, it just doesn't feel like that to me.
Gotcha. All right. I think it's a fine choice. I really like that. I really like that, Tubes. We'll go Fritz. What do you have for you?
All right, so
Honorable
honorable
mention.
mention. My one is Santa Yoda.
Santa Yoda.
Yeah, Santa Yoda.
And
He's my honorable mention. I mean, like,
It's really good. Yeah.
it was a tiebreaker between a couple. I was like, the reason why I picked him as honorable mention is because that in reality, the only thing that's exclusive to him is, I mean, just the head and the hands, and the whole torso you can get off the pad wall. And I actually know people that do that all the time, and they just buy the heads for Yoda. But like,
And then
other than that, there's not a wow factor. It's cool though. I won't lie. He's got a bag of goodies. I would love for Yoda to come knocking with a bag of goodies and lightsabers.
like hits your door with the stick.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I agree. I love that figure. I think like I'm a sucker for throwing Santa or whatever on anything, quite frankly, you know, like it's pretty pretty straightforward. Yes, Yoda's a great pick. And oh, by the way, I forgot, Fritz, can you talk about values of the ones we've mentioned so far, just high level? What are you seeing them go for? It's important to this figure afterwards. Like, what is this really? Yeah, good.
Chewbacca's actually, ironically, he does go for like on Whatnot. That is, he goes for usually anywhere between $10 and $15, but I think his average on Bricklink is a little bit lower. And then Santa Yoda actually goes for, yeah, I'd say $13 to $17, $16 somewhere around there sometimes. It just depends on like who's selling them to, but like I said, that's another figure you could technically like. There's no exclusivity to it, so you can kind of build it out, and the heads aren't crazy expensive to get. Whereas Snow Tubes, you know, that whole headpiece right there, the whole top piece, is exclusively only for that figure. So it's kind of hard to build that one, but you could do Yoda all day.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. All right. My honorable mention also on this page, I got Santa 3PO. For just the same reasons. It's taking 3PO and just a little bit of a twist on him. Again, nothing overtly creative, but it's just straight up. I think it's clean. I had to pick something. So 3PO. I'm glad we've all made different picks. Same story there, Fritz. Couple $10 on him.
Yeah, honestly, for some reason, I've noticed that he actually sells for a little bit higher than what he probably should. I mean, he goes for like 15 to sometimes even $20 sometimes, and I think it's just because, like, oh my gosh, he's got a beard. I don't know, but people like him. I mean, people really do, especially on Whatnot.
All right, we'll take it around the horn. Tyler, number 5, your number 5 official pick. Now we're into the top 5 countdown.
So one thing I was going to say here, because I just made this realization, and it wouldn't have made my top 5. Actually, yeah, I would assume, bro. There's no way either of you guys have this on your 5. So I just want to bring this up. Does this? I mean, Advent counters usually don't have brand new non-holiday exclusive figs, from what I know. But I've just realized, man, the R5 F7 from 2013, that astromech, which is just like a plain Jane white and yellow astromech, is actually fully exclusive to that Advent calendar. That's kind of cool.
Oh, I didn't have it on here. Sorry.
No, that's fine. It's not holiday, so I didn't expect it. But like, I just was doing like one final glance, and I just realized I'm like, I've never seen this droid. But so beyond that, you want my number 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so my 5 is the Holiday Ewok from 2023.
All right, number 5, Holiday Ewok. Why is that? What are you thinking?
So this basically, it fits pretty much into the same category as Chewbacca. Like, it's pretty much the same idea, same concept and everything. But the one thing I'll give this one over Chewbacca, and the reason why this is 5 and not an honorable mention, is I feel like more effort was put into this, Holiday Ewok. I think just getting the green there is a nice pop of color. Feels a little bit more Christmassy to me. I do like the print on there. It just, in my opinion, this is just, it's not much more, but it's to some degree, even if it's just like a small percentage, more effort, I think, put into this one than Chewbacca, and that's kind of why they're where they're
Just
at.
because of the hood and everything.
Yeah, just a little more to it, I feel.
I agree.
But although it is the same concept, as Chewbacca, just white it out, color swap, but this one I feel like has more effort.
A lot of competition, so it's the only reason he didn't make the list. But for me, of course, ride for the Ewoks, anything Jedi. I'm glad to see another Ewok. I mean, I feel like it had been years since we've had a new one in any form or fashion. So even if it's holiday, I'll take it. Fritz, your number 5, sir.
My number 5 is a little different. It is Santa Grogu.
All right, Santa Grogu.
I think Santa
Tyler's
Grogu is
leaning back.
sweet.
It's the only other Grogu's we've gotten. I mean,
yes. I mean, literally, it's like one price point. He ironically sells for a pretty good amount of money, surprisingly for like a Grogu on Whatnot. But also,
what is that?
I have so many people ask for him constantly. Last time I sold him, I think it was for like $14 or $15. Like most Grogus are $5, right? But like Santa Grogu, you just don't see every day. Not everyone has them in bulk, and for most people that do, they just hold on to them because it's the only time we've ever gotten one like this. I won't lie, the Ewok is a really good pick, though. We haven't gotten one in years, or a good one, I guess. But the Santa Grogu, I thought they added one. It's basically just the same thing we had before, but obviously it's red, and there's it's a difference. And it's also got some printing on it, which I like. So
Look, I'll be honest. I'm looking at it now. Like I can. All right, so this is where it's kind of tough for me. Like this is like a total standalone. Like I just personally don't care for it. I'm also a little Grogu'd out, but like in the whole grand scheme of like the 2021 Advent calendar, like I'll give them credit. Like as much as I was just talking smack about the Mando too, like it is on one degree nice, although I think they're both lacking effort. The Mando and Grogu in the same year. You get them back to back, both holidayed out, and then also the fact that there's almost part of me, man, that almost just thinks Grogu that year should have been the 24 spot instead of Mando, since I think Grogu has more effort than Mando. But I guess in the context of that year, I can appreciate the Grogu.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that too. In a sense. I'm just happy they did something cool.
My number 5 is Mando. Just to pull the upset. No, you know what it is?
The red scarf got him.
Well, I'm noticing the scarf got me.
Looking at it.
People sort of calling out. I was calling out that seeing the samey fig over and over and over. And I know there's some variants on some Mandos, but I like how this just kind of stands out. Also, remember this a little bit of like getting ahead of stuff. I think with the Mando movie, this one could be interesting. It might not do much, I don't know, but at least it's like a variant Mando. And again, I'm kind of digging like just a subtle hit on that one. Again, I really like a lot of these. I could have went Yoda. I could have went any direction. So, when you're into the further down numbers, I don't think it's as important. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go with number 4 to Tyler.
So my 4 is 2013 Jango Fett.
All right.
Ooh.
So my thing on this is, so it as kind of I think Fritz brought up like with the Yoda, like it's similar to that. It's not the torso is exclusive. I'm aware of that. So, like that's the saving grace as to like why this is like my 3 and like kind of even made it on the list. But where you'll see this list go, I'll just leave it at this. Jango, I like him, but like just conceptually, he's not a better character in my opinion than some of the other people that'll be on my list. So like there's already that, like he was already kind of destined to be lower. But again, I do like this figure. I think the helmet would have been nice with maybe, if it was a fully color swapped fig, with like a red helmet and like green instead of the blue and then like a white visor, sure, this would have been like insane. But so a little bit lazy, but I'll give him credit on the fact that it is a Christmas Mando armor torso. Like that's the reason why it's really kind of even in my top 5 to begin with. It's just there is some
really torso.
Yeah, the torso pretty much carries this fig.
Gotcha. Fritzy, number 4.
My number 4 is the Astromech Christmas tree, the green one.
I like it.
One of my freaking favorite Astromechs, and people ask for it all the time on Whatnot. And I wish I could get more of them. They're just, I just don't get it all the time. And I like that I mean, if you look at it, yes, it's just normal green parts, but there's good printing on the top piece and the bottom, I guess you call it the torso, the astromech, and I think it looks good. The details
And the
are cool.
cone. Yeah.
Yeah, the cone. Yeah, there you go. I think
Cone
the
head.
details are sweet. This was a big contender. I mean, this is one I was tussling with between. This is my 4 slot, right? This was going between 4 and 2 for me. But it's a good one, and yeah, it's a good one. I don't know. I don't have much more to say than that. It's just I like it.
No, I love it. I love the pick. I think it's a great pick. For me, a little bit of a shocker, but it's for a multitude of reasons. Number 4, Luke sweater. Going Luke sweater. Look,
what an OT pick.
What
an OT fan pick.
I'm gonna explain a little more. I've been waiting for the Luke. I'm a Luke guy. Love that they gave him the glove, all that good stuff. Love the design of the sweater. It's very Christmassy. Some of them are a stretch. This one's just like bang on Christmas, I think. But I also love it for another reason. This might be the end of the sweaters.
Because they finally did them all, and they did 2 at once.
They gave us Luke and Leia this year. I mean, they even gave us Rey and Fit. Like, what? I know they can slap it on hundreds of other ones, but I feel like maybe this is the swan song here. Because where do you go from here?
I mean, I would take an Anakin one.
Han Solo.
All right. There's a couple, but I'm wondering if this is it. They stopped doing the Santa versions.
Well, so I mean,
So I like
the take it back. Luke and Leia are this year, right? So I guess it doesn't make sense with the R. Like, that's why I just don't understand Lego. Like, if they did Luke and Leia last year to go with like the ROTJ thing, like I could see it, I guess. Like, right. You know what I mean? But like,
you're off on some of this stuff.
Yeah, which is so weird. So I'm not sure. I mean, I could maybe see how it's I mean, believe me, I really wish it's the end, but I don't know. I also agree in the fact of like Solo would not compete with these. I mean, but there would be a group of people that want Solo to complete the trio. But then, like, I think just on paper, Solo doesn't compete with these two. Yeah. Kylo Ren, people said.
Kylo could be good. So maybe it isn't the end. Maybe I spoke too soon, but like, I'm kind of ready for it to wind down. But I will say, like, maybe that spot is also just for the sweaters because it's kind of like pick one. You know what I mean? And I'm just happy there's Luke this year. Some of them aren't as good as others, but I do want to acknowledge, like, it's kind of grown on me. I like that they made my favorite character in his Jedi outfit. I mean, that's my favorite all-time Luke, of course, is, Jedi, Return of the Jedi Luke in the black outfit. So I'm always going to ride for that. It's another one that we don't have after getting 9,000 of those. So that's exciting to me. Yeah, it's kind of representing the group in a way for me. Because on one day, it's like, I think last year I was really high on Palps and Vader, and they'll probably move around because the more you look at them, the list isn't growing that much. You know what I mean? So it's like, today I'll show respect for doing the right thing and make it
The biggest thing with these sweater figures, in my opinion, man, is kind of going back to the thing like
Jabba sweater, dude. That'd be hard.
If every year, like literally, that's all they have to do every year for these advent calendars for the next 50 years is put one sweater minifigure in there at some point, the 23rd or before, and just leave the 24th for a proper Santa figure. Like, I don't want a Luke Skywalker in a damn green sweater on 24th. I don't want Palps in a sweater. Like, I just don't. Like, I mean, just when I pull them out for the 24th, it almost just ruins it for me, like, completely.
Nick and Bricks is 24 calendar sold out everywhere. That calendar will never sell out.
Yeah, Walmart's got them for $20 right now.
Yeah,
literally every
being a little sarcastic. When they blow them out, they get a little harder to find. But Fritz, you can find those behind dumpsters and like advent calendars are so overproduced now. Like, there's going to be no challenge for you to get one, dude.
No, it's not even hard to get last year still, or the year before that. You can still find those.
Possibly the year before.
Yeah. Well, I just went to a BAM store today, and they had 2021 for $40. I think, maybe under $40. And I was like, okay, wow. All right, cool.
Would a clone Stormy Christmas fig do it for you all? Yeah, man. What up, Squadron? Yeah, dude.
Add an army builder, please.
Yeah, dude. That's kind of insane. Like, so we do, I almost threw him in, and I figured one of my picks, a couple of them are gonna be like, what is he doing? I do like the little Santa Trooper in here, and I would love to see more of it. Maybe with like a couple more flourishes, Tyler. That would be fun,
Yeah.
But if I'm not mistaken, there's like absolutely nothing unique about this one, right? It's literally a stock trooper with a Santa hat that you could get from anywhere, right? Yeah. So I like it though. I always like the human head on any kind of trooper body. I'm always gonna ride for that at all times. So I do like it, and I like that they threw it in there because again, like you got to judge it on its own merits, and a lot of us are like, oh, we could recreate that, but on the surface, it's cool. I don't know, it's just cool they did that. Jingle Django, that'd be good. Santa Trooper looks cool. Clone with a Django sweater. See, that would be fun. Santa Claus R2. Never been
the
done.
amount of Jedi we could get would be insane. That if we could get them in like Christmas form, or even some of the ones from like characters that we've never gotten before would be really cool. Like ever.
Slave Leia with a sweater. They've already covered that up enough. I think we're good.
They need to just do 24 days. 24 days, all Santa figs retail for $150, and it's gonna sell like hotcakes.
Oh God.
Let's get into number 3 picks, guys.
So I've got 2014 Festive Astromech, the dark green one, as my 3.
Okay, so the same as Fritz.
Yeah. I mean, his was Fritz. Yours was 4, right?
4 slot. Yep.
I'm saying
right.
same mech. Sorry. So Astromech. Anything to add, Tyler? I feel like we covered it. You just have it at number 3.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's, in my opinion, objectively the best droid of any style throughout all these pictures here for the Advent. Color helps it. Totally unique. I mean, I also like how the cone extension and not just making it like a regular head like really helped. I mean, it makes it look so much more like a tree, and it's like, yeah, just everything about it, man. Like that's and again, it was not on the 24th. Like it was just a random like think about it. Like dude, back in 2014. We had Santa Vader in the 25th spot, but then we had this shit like in the random 7th day, bro. Like you're just, you crack open your battle droid, you crack open a little micro, I don't know, dude, X-wing, and the next day you're like, holy shit, a entire dark green astromech. Like it's just so unexpected.
Purist back in the day, Tyler.
What was that, Sean?
You did it in a purist way back then. You opened them on the day or no?
I still do.
Okay.
I've been doing it every year since 2013. The only 2 I just didn't do 2011 or 2012 back in the day.
Gotcha. Very cool. I love it. I just kind of get the figs out and give the builds to the kids. Fritz.
My number 3 spot is Santa Django. We kind of already talked about this one a little bit, but I mean, like, it's my number 3 slot because it's just Tyler said it right there. I'm just happy that they printed a Christmas torso Mandalorian. The Mandalorian armor. Christmas, you can't beat it. I love that. And it sells for a good price. 18 to 25. You might be able to find it cheaper on Bricklink, but honestly, it's hard to get them brand new condition sometimes too. And the fact that he comes with a sack of goodies, you can't beat that. And it's got the Mandalorian or the Django helmet. Great right there. But I would love to see, like this gave me hope. Like every time I look at this, it gives me a little bit of hope that Lego's going to come out with basically reprinting a minifigure, but making it Christmassy. Like keep what it is, make it Christmas. You know what I mean? Like an Ahsoka or an Anakin or something like that. But yeah, Tyler talked about this one enough, and I love it.
All right, my number 3 is gonna be Santa Vader. Definitely, I suspect to be top 3, top 2, top 1 for some of us. Love it. Still need it. Shout out to Fritz. You can see quite the range. Fritz, most important. What more needs to be said about this one? It's just iconic. We wish they'd do more of it. You got printing galore. Love how it goes down to the legs. Fritz, the range on this one, interesting because if we're trying to buy one now on Whatnot or maybe even on eBay, you're probably on that higher end of things. I think natural. Buy this out of season, guys. I know we hype these this time of year, but remember this, and maybe in April get you a Santa Vades for like $20 or $23 or something. But just classic. Only thing they could have done better, Tyler, is just anything on the helmet, but they were never going to do that. Just
We'll see. I'll
If
honestly,
you're allowed to nitpick, I mean, I'd love to see another attempt at this, but I don't know how. I don't think they'd do it this well again. I don't have the confidence.
Oh,
I think the truth is here, man. I give him a helmet pass because the legs are printed, and
No,
because
for sure, it's just the only thing that wasn't completely, sure, arms, but it was the only thing that doesn't have any like variants on the piece. You know what I mean?
I mean, in a perfect world, man, yeah, they would have done like a dual molded where they could actually add a Santa hat. Like dual mold it where it's all connected and have a Santa hat on. Yeah, that'd be true. On top of the helmet.
That could be really cool. Or like just the bottom piece of like his neck piece and everything like that for Vader, and then you have his his hat, Christmas hat.
Willie
that's
says,
true. Yeah.
They never print
that might
anything on Vader helmets. No, I know. I'm just saying, like, just for conversation, it'd be cool if they ever did, or a different color. I don't know, red one. You can find those on. Well, they're translucent though, right?
No, there's official.
You can.
Not official. I mean, well, there's official red, but not.
Yeah.
Not that Lego wants them out there.
This is all that rivals Maul. They're never going to print anything on Vade's helmet because they're working about getting the printing straight. There you go. Printed red eyes would have been perfect for the. I know, man. There's so many. We need blue eyes and red eyes, and oh man, he's such a friggin' heater. All right.
Sean, hold up. So, Sean, you want this? Yeah, bro. You can't. I mean, the thing is, man, they're not hard to get. Like, they're not expensive, but just like, I mean, Fritz might know better, dude. How come no one has red colored Mexico factory stuff anymore? Do you know a reason, Fritz? Or
I've never bought from the Mexico factory. Like, my knowledge on the Mexico factory is very limited, other than what people have told me that I know buy from them regularly. And like, I buy a lot of collections, and occasionally I get Mexico figures, like the monochromes and stuff like that. But I don't. You're right. I don't get a lot of red. I'm thinking now I get like a lot of these glitter ones and pink.
Yeah, or like the awkward ass colors where it's like
weird Vader collection. Like, do you have like a little bag labeled "Weird Vaders" or something? You're pulling all this out.
No, I should get them all together though. But I've got quite a few. Like, so this was a fun one. I mean, this like
Vader love.
Well, the thing is, bro, and then the weird stuff I've got, man.
We're just scratching.
I've got
Red Eye, the new mold. Oh, look at that.
Look at that. They go hand in hand.
I would never buy that, but I'm so happy that you did.
Well, then also, hold up. One last thing. And the Valentine's Day Padme.
Oh, wow. Shout out to the midriff. There she is.
All
right.
You're like, I don't know much about
Padme and Darth Maul, man. Those are the three things I'll buy any custom fig of, bro.
Okay, now go put those away, far away, whatever those are.
Honestly, like, some models are really cool.
No, they're cool because they're so weird. I'm in a weird mood with my picks tonight, so I cannot criticize. I think those are pretty wild, dude. How long ago did you get those? Where'd you get them from?
Where's Pregnant Padme?
I'm honestly not too sure where I got these from, but it was at least probably 2021 or something. So honestly, at this point, I totally forgot.
You think they'll make a Pregme or no? They probably won't.
Never.
Dude, it's crazy that we haven't had an episode 3 Padme yet. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, guess what? Maybe one day soon.
I want a Grinch advent calendar minifigure for Star Wars. We need that.
What was that, Fritz?
We need a Grinch.
Oh, yeah, Grinch.
For Star Wars. Cool. Never had one.
That would be sick. All right, as Tyler comes back, we're getting into number 2 time. Let's hear from the Girth Gang. I mean, there's probably been some surprise picks. I don't, not to spoil it, but I don't know that the top 2 are going to yield anything wacky for it. So you don't have to show your cards. But I don't know if you'll do something wacky here. It's going to be interesting. Tyler, you're up.
I'll say this. It's not a porg.
It's not a porg, all right.
It almost was. I'm not gonna lie, but there's no printing on the porg, so I couldn't do it. I'm sorry, guys.
Willie wants to know if you guys want to see a Commander Grinch.
Oh my god, that'd be really.
That would be fire.
I would love a Maul Santa. That would be awesome. Lego's never made
so-
a minifig, period. Yeah, so I mean, it's definitely not going to start there.
Am I on my second now?
Grinch, you're on number 2, sir. There he is. Let me pull him up since this is better than showing a screen. You got the real deal right there.
Look at that.
Santa Mall, iconic. I know there's a little bit of teardowns because that's you just have the torso print, but the fact that they went all the way with the what's the technical term of this thing on his head?
I'm not sure, but I mean, the main reason. I mean, look, I mean,
Cooper will know what the name of that is.
yeah, sure.
Cooper, what is the name of that thing on his head?
beyond the figure? I mean, I'll believe it,
Parker?
man. The figure's pretty mediocre, but Darth Maul's also like my second favorite Star Wars character, so he will forever make it in the top 2, of course.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is a incredible fig. For one, I love the fully decked out stuff, but again, I also like the really clean look here. I liked keeping it simple. I mean, I even picked Mando. It's like Mando with a little bit of a thing on it. So I'm all right with it. I think overdoing it is a thing. I like how simple, clean it is. And honestly, if the whole budget went into a parka hood, thank you. I thought it'd be another more like whimsical name than parka hood, but it is what it is. Yeah, no, I think it's fantastic. Fritz, where are you at?
All right. I
What's your-
mean, Santa Mall is freaking cool, but my number 2 has already been talked about is Santa Vader.
Go back to him. Anything we missed, Fritz? Great. It makes sense. Tremendous pick.
I mean, Santa Vader's freaking awesome. The main point of him is they did it justice, just like, to me, in my opinion, Django too. They took what he was and they just added some Christmas love to him. Some little TLC. They
Yeah.
added the robes on Vader. It looks real clean, like you said, maybe a little addition to the helmet, which I don't think they've ever printed on a Vader helmet.
No, we've got
So-
that confirmed out there in the Girth Gang. And also, I mean, yeah, it's just the rest is that's the only reason I called that out, Fritz. It's not even a knock because like of course they didn't, but it's like it's kind of begging for it. You know what I mean? Like you work your way up that body and then you get to the
I
head.
think
you go,
he
oh
is.
yeah, Vader head.
I think he is the most expensive Christmas minifigure from an advent calendar from Star
On
Wars. I think
average?
he is the most. Yeah, on average, I think he's the most expensive one. Throughout all of them, unless there's like one that's just that we're totally missing right here. But you can't go wrong with them, And for back in the day, this was great. What year did it come out? 2014.
Yeah, 24, dude. I mean, it just proves how much more effort they put into shit, dude. 2014, man, and now we're getting friggin' scarves on people, and that's their excuse for the 24th day. Like crazy, man.
Like if they just put in a little bit more effort, it could justify me buying it at $40, $30 even. And now
Pig,
I buy
I
it for 15 to 20.
Pig, I hear you, and you can kind of see that the reds are different. I've heard people. I'm not saying you're out now knocking it, but I mean, I understand it, but we also understand the limitations, especially back then. They're still struggling with that now, printing on black. I think in a vacuum, like the whole, legs piece, including the waist there, just looks freaking awesome. Like, you know what I mean? You could just like stare at that part.
Yeah.
You could tell it really doesn't even match even I guess the ruffles would get bigger at the bottom. I don't know. But the point is like, just that piece alone, I think, is a heater. Just don't see anything like that. I hear you.
PHF Studio
Love this
just made a
redone
great comment.
with a little bit of a red eyes or something done with the helmet, little candy cane helmet. I don't know. Thanks for reminding. Brickhead Brad, you're better at it than we are. Guys, if you're enjoying tonight's broadcast, give us a like. If you haven't subbed yet, give us a little sub-a-rooney. Hope you guys are having a good time out there. We're just talking figs with the boys, Okay. So we're on number 2. I guess I'm up then, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I just want to double check because I waffled a little bit. I went Santa Darth Maul number 2. We just did a long diatribe on him. I think wonderful figure. Again, it'll always be the thumbnail when we do these shows because I really think this sort of personifies what it's about, especially when you take someone that's such a hard ass like Maul and try to get him in the holiday. I don't know, just something about this. Now I regret not putting it one, but it is what it is.
No, that was kind of funny too, since even like his face in the like he looks pissed off to be in that suit.
And I also think this also maybe Lego knew they had something or they tried something. The capitalism behind this figure is interesting too, because I know there was a price increase, Tyler. Do you remember what it was before? And then they bumped it up to like 50 this year, even way back then. And then they bumped it back down because it flopped for that high. Do you remember? This went up like $5-10. Maybe the chat knows.
I don't remember the exact correlation since, again, this was the year before I was buying them every year. So but I do know it went up, but like, I don't know if it was 35 to 50 or 35 to 45. Like, I'm not sure.
Willie's saying if you had helmet holes, you could put some reindeer antlers on Vades. That would be sick. Oh man. Guys, before we get to number one, I know we've been asking in different on Instagram and probably on the YouTube channel as well what your top fives are, but let's get your threes right now in the chat. Let's get your top three. I just want to see if there's any similarities before we reveal number one. By process of elimination, I think we maybe know everyone's number one. I'm hoping for like a wacky pick, like my dumb shit Mando pick that I did. Like that would be.
Well, so technically, on Sean, I don't think I don't have an honest prediction for your first. No, I don't know. Because I kind of forgot what everyone said for like. At this point, I forgot what everyone said for like 5 and honorable mentions. So I guess I don't know.
Let's see. Let me give everybody a chance to put some thoughts there in the chat. I think a lot of people have listed them out so much, but I think we're on the right track with a lot of these top picks, honestly.
The only person that could probably guess my number one would be Shreddy. So Shreddy, that should give it away, man. What do you think my number one is?
Yeah, Tubes, Django Mall, Slingshot. His number one is Jang. CPA says Babu Fricks. His number one.
I wish.
Yeah, like let's just have fun and throw one of those out there, right?
I want a B1 battle
Oh,
droid with a sweater.
Fritz or Tyler, you're D1 being any Babu, correct?
100%, yeah.
Doesn't matter. Even if he's thrown in a sweater, you're doing it, right?
Yeah, 100%. Or yeah, if they do a $250 buildable, if they do a little micro fighter, like anything.
Santa Maul sweater, Luke Santa Yoda. That'd be cool.
Or a commander droid in a sweater. Oh.
Well, if everyone would support this movement to get people to care about the sequels again, maybe we'll not again, I guess for the first time in a lot of ways.
Before you know it, they're going to be making more sets about the new Ray movie, right? The new Ray movie?
Yeah.
Series coming out? Gosh.
Yes. No, I keep it's hard, man. Every other day, like Theory has something on it, and it's like it's canceled, it's back, it's one movie. Nope, they're gonna do a whole nother trilogy, and maybe it's part of the. I just don't like care. Like I'll get hyped when it comes out because I'm only giving another chance. Like I didn't hate Ray as much as many, but I also completely understand the frustrations with it. So
there's so many other characters that
it is different
so
that I'm a
better.
dad. I mean, I'm sorry, but like my daughter loves Ray, and that's cool. You know what I mean? Like I can't tell her to not root for it because she's too good at things. Like that's not. So it complicates my fandom. But I mean, it's not the first thing I would have made. Somebody asked an interesting question on one of those things I was watching. They're like, if you had the keys tomorrow, Tyler, and you couldn't break canon, like you can't just go, because a lot of people are like, let's just evaporate the sequels. What project would you make if you could just do any Star Wars? Give me a series, give me a movie.
I would do, which I mean, it's too long to find out, but anyone that remembers, I put it on my Instagram story like late last year.
Oh, okay.
Lots of people. I mean, I literally, I mean, it wasn't a full on.
Let me go to one of your stories from last year. Hang on a second.
I mean, it was a true outline of how I would do a 6-episode Hayden Christensen led series as Anakin and Vader, and basically make it like a man. I forget the term what they're called, but like it would literally be like it would be 6 different episodes, 6 different eras, all telling untold stories and filling in gaps, having Hayden as the lead. But then, for an example, you bring in Natalie Portman as Padme, in maybe like a current day scene, but also like in say episode 5 towards the end, you bring her back as like a premonition of like when maybe Vader goes to her grave. You see Natalie Portman, they have a thing. Ariana Greenblatt as younger Ahsoka, like she would be in episode 1 or 2.
Yeah.
DH Ewan McGregor, like you guys could, they could literally show like a pre-episode 2, kind of like one of their like, just adventures they would go on, and like whatever they talk about, like in the elevator going up in episode 2, that story or that thing where it's like, the Gundirk thing or whatever, like, oh, I saved you from Gundirks or whatever. They could do that in episode 1, show a couple things there. So any day of if I had the keys tomorrow, man, I would get Hayden signed on for a lead in a 6 episode. And it's just like, it makes sense. I think 90% of the fan base would like it. Untold stories. It would bring in so much reoccurring cast that we just haven't seen before. Also some current, like Ariana Greenblatt's current, but Natalie Portman hasn't been anything Star Wars in 20 years. And it's like, you bring in all of that. Then you also just like, it's just like kind of like, Hayden Christensen, I love him and everything, dude, but it's like, it kind of sucks to one, and it happens to all of us, man, but it kind of sucks, man. Like, he just in the past like 5-6 years, like late 30s, early 40s, like he's just now getting to that point, which no knock to him, where it's like, as we saw on the Kenobi show, like it's getting a little bit harder, and it's only going to get harder if they wait another 10 years to have Hayden come back and reprise, anything naturally as, flashbacks. You know what I mean? Like, it's just going to get harder and harder. So it's like, why not capitalize on that? Get Hayden back for a proper series, before it's in a technical sense too late, and just knock it out. Like, I just feel like, beyond everything, like everyone wanting it, like everyone loves Hayden. Everything sells out for him. The fan base is incredible for him. Like, get him in a damn series and don't fail it. Don't get Deborah Chow anywhere near it. You know what I mean? Like, don't get her in it. Get like Bryce Dallas Howard, Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and that's it. Just those 3. And that's all I want to see on that show. And I would do that in a heartbeat.
I'm with you, dude. I think it would be a fun watch. Everyone's asking, are you gonna ask him to go to Brick World when you meet him?
Yeah, I mean, we should all. Yeah, we should all talk about that and get a true little, couple sentence like scripted down pat, and then ask him.
Apologize, I'm working out my comments here. Why the banners got weird? Anyway, we'll roll with it, guys. We're at number 1 time. We'll go around the horn. Tyler, what is your number 1, sir? Maybe he does a whack job here, Fritz. Let's see.
It's gonna be wacky.
So that's why I said Shreddy might be the only one that could have guessed this, but I'm putting it on screen. Bro, it's Santa Grand Admiral Thryler, man.
Damn, it's a lot of layers on that.
There we go. All right, so realistically, beyond that, that's not awesome. Number 1. Right. The real number 1.
It is. You pulled the upset. That's exactly what I wanted.
Well, hey, that's just like the.
You purchase those on Indie Brick then, or is that like a
not anymore? It was limited to 25, man, and I've only got 1 left, and all 24 other ones sold within a couple days. So this is my real number 1 though.
Santa Vader. What does it do for you, Tyler? It just puts you back in the place. They haven't made one better since, in your opinion.
Yeah, objectively nothing better. Favorite character, Anakin Vader. Best looking. It's from the best era of Lego Star Wars. And everything going for it, man, it's just the epitome of just what should be in every single year 24. This is like the textbook definition. Every single year when I crack open that $45 advent calendar, put something like in this caliber in my 24 spot. That's all I ask for, Lego.
This is funny. Squadron says we're just going to get the Fog Wars if they do Clone Wars in a show again. Yeah, because apparently you're only allowed to have fog with those budgets, I think they'd have to do a flat-out movie to get any good Clone War action. Season 3 shook my faith in them. Yeah, that was a mess. I think Collector was making it.
I know. I was just about to type that, bro. I said she meant the Lego. Damn, bro. I'm so oblivious. Gosh, dude. I'm sitting here like, man, what's going
on?
on with me? Like, I mean, I thought I looked fine on camera. Jeez. All right, I'm sorry, collector.
Somebody smashing pots by you, Fritz? What's good?
My daughter's on the drums next door.
That's awesome. Let's get a solo going.
Her
Get the Ray theme song.
name is Ray.
You have one?
Her name is Ray.
All right. Sorry, we only get Xmas sweater torso. So not. Sorry, guys. The comments thing. I clicked the setting. We'll figure it out. It wouldn't be a good show without a tech diff. Fritz, number one, sir.
Number one. We've talked about it already. It is Santa freaking Mall. Yes, sir.
All right, let's go back. Santa Mall.
My favorite. It's my wife's favorite. I mean, we talked about
presents to
simple,
it.
but freaking amazing. You can't be better than that. Oh, hi, Raylan. Yeah, you can't be better than that. Santa Josh Mall with the torso printing too, because it's so simplistic. Sweater, but then they actually add the cummerbund wrap around the belly of it. To me, that says it all.
That's what sets it off. Tyler, if they had cut that short and had put the little cummerbund belt thing on there, it goes down like 1.5 points, even more. You know what I mean?
Honestly, true. I don't even know half those words you just said. What is a cummerbelt?
A cummerbund. Something you wear with a tux. It's like it's like his little his belt, his pouch, his whatever. You know.
If they would have done a different color on that.
I'm just saying, like, I like that it's like subtle.
They added the detail,
yeah. I think
it makes it more mall.
And Fritz, I kind of like the way they did it. You know, I wouldn't want them to do like red and white candy cane. Like, I think just having the outlines fine, right? Darker red on red.
And back then they weren't doing the dual molds that they do now. You know, like now if you get one, put some dual molded, red and black legs on there. Sure, it's gonna look even better. But
yeah, red and black legs. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
CPA has a cummerbund. Jeez, cummerbund in my closet. I'll wear it next time.
Darker red. I'm not gonna lie, the reds have kind of been all over the place for some of the advent calendar figures, but we've kind of touched that a little bit.
Yeah, well,
in all reality, man, if they would have put horns on top, molded horns going through, but technically on top of the hood, man, that would have looked incredible. Like they just pierced through the hood when he put it up.
Yep.
I agree with that, but I feel like we're almost at the point where we're praying for something that's never going to happen. Because if they don't even want to give our guys capes no more, I don't see them giving us horns.
Yeah, you're right, Fritz.
Yeah, they're not doing it. The horns sticking out of the parka enclosure. What was it called? CPA says apparently it's spelled both ways. You went for the sus way, so there you go. All right, guys, we'll get to my number one pick. I hope by process of elimination, you guys figured it out. It is I'm kidding. It's not Beach Raider. It's not. I like.
Okay. No,
I just wanted to kind of get like a little jump scare.
I think it's
reality. I'm going Santa Django. Same thing, dude. You get the Mando torso print. I love that it's got the holly on there. It still gives the ruffles. I do wish there was a little more, but the simplicity about it is what kills it for me. I think, like, in a good way, it's killing it. Like, I like he's got little presents in his sort of ammo pouches. I like that they kind of knew that they were just going to go with this. Like, I'd love to talk to the guys that made this one, and they're like, like, what happened here? You know what I mean? Like, they just kept the same helmet, and they're like, well, shit, we might as well go wacky with it. And I really think like the mismatching backpack and tiles kind of set it off in a way. Like, they kind of like, screw it, this thing ain't gonna match, let's just go all the way. And I don't know, man, as I scroll through these lists and I'm looking at it, this one catches my eye the most because it's so wacky, and there's just parts of it I love and parts of it I don't. And like I said earlier, I think anytime you can slap something on somebody who already has kind of an iconic look, and I don't know, it kind of works. I mean, it's not maybe number one for a lot of people. It is for me this year. It might change next year, but I'm gonna go with Santa Django Fett. I just think they did a lot right here, and they had a happy accident too, which I think is interesting. I mean, what do you think, Fritz? You think they knew all along they were just gonna go with his helmet? Like, you know,
honestly,
because that torso is so badass. You'd think they were probably hoping to get the helmet to match, and they lost budget or something. I'd love to know the story there.
You know, it would be cool if they were to do the. I mean, I don't know what happened with the helmet, but like, I think if they were to redo the helmet and make the bright blue red, and then the dark blue like a green. I think that would look sexy, or vice versa, something like that. Yeah, no, probably
Ollie
better
on
than
Django. I
green.
like that. It's a good call.
Yeah, I think they look pretty sexy. Not gonna lie.
Back slaps. We ought to go look at those. Yeah. What's the best case to display your minifigs? Brick shell, of course. We all know the answer to that. I mean, come on. No, brick shell. I'm curious to see what other people are rocking with, though. Always.
True, man. Where? Yeah, I mean, not Cara Dune, but where's our Mrs. Clauses at?
Where's Padme? She could be a Mrs. Claus.
I mean, bro, imagine a 23 and a 24 day next year, bro. Like, dude, just Padme in the 23 spot, Mrs. Claus, 24 spot, straight up. Like, okay, honestly, all right, look, bare minimum next year, what I'm hoping for, give us a Padme Anakin 23, 24 Christmas sweater. I hate Christmas sweaters, but look, I'll take it. But in a perfect world, Mrs. Closet and Mr. Closet. I mean, dude, a legendary. Oh my gosh, they would do those would both probably take up
dude.
my first and second spot.
The only Mrs. Claus we're getting anytime soon is going to be Maz.
Is who?
Maz.
Oh, Maz.
Maz. Sorry, yeah, Maz. We'll get Maz from the sequels. Tyler, the one with the spectacle, the big eyes.
Oh yeah. I mean, what about Holdo, man? Holdo and Mrs. Claus.
That would work as well. That's probably what we're getting. Sequel Han. Yeah, Han Santa.
Give me a Babu Freak with a Christmas sweater, bro.
See, that's how that happens. Sequel Leia, Mrs. Claus. I mean, that's just such a layup, right? You could, do the two of them. I'm just trying to be realistic, Tyler. I mean, would you accept an elderly? I'll tell you what would be gangster, and we might do a show on this, Fritz. Curious what the Girth Gang thinks. What about just like a pimped out with a cape Lando, Santa, dude? Because they always go hard with Lando figs, dude.
I mean, you could do it like a young Lando, but put a nice take that Betrayal in Cloud City cape and put it on him, and have that nice artistic look to it and everything like they did with it, and make that young Lando with the straps right there, like red or whatever. Oh, it'd be fire.
Yeah. I like it. I'm happy with the list, boys. That was fun.
Can we do like a brief, just like a small brief run through of just like
everything?
The other ones?
Yeah.
I'm just like, can you just like pull up those like?
Yeah, we will. Listen, I'm going to go through, and even though this is unofficial, I did want to call out. This is kind of a legend, right? I mean, if you're going to, this doesn't count, by the way. It's not canon for what we're doing tonight, but if you are lucky enough to have the Holiday X-Wing, a lot of the value is in this fig. I'm always going to love Rebel pilots, so everything I said earlier, slapping it on there, they went really hard with this, at least, so that's pretty cool. The visor, a lot more, they did it through and through. The helmet, everything is kind of on point and in theme on this one. So understand, tough one to get a hold of, but I just wanted to shout this figure out. Fritz, your thoughts on the Yuletide Squadron pilot?
One of my most sought after figures. I mean, they just did so good with it. I've yet to ever get the set. I've held it in my hands and didn't buy it when I should have, and now I want it more than most. Such a good figure. And the beard is awesome. Can't go wrong with that. Beard and Pete's.
Yeah.
Look at that thing.
I know. I'll never probably touch one unless I'm like fake buying one, because I already have one and I don't think I'm opening mine. So
yeah, you got to buy the figure now.
Yeah,
only like $600.
So are we wrong on the low end now? Do you think it's 6 all day, or you could probably steal one for 4 in a weird circumstance?
You could probably get one for 4. Yeah, I mean, I think I've seen one. Last time I saw one selling or whatnot was, I think, maybe $430, $450, and I don't think it was in amazing condition. Didn't come with a bag. The bag you gotta have.
Gotcha.
Bag you gotta have.
All right. Let's just go through the ones we didn't spend a whole lot of time on real quick. Tyler, you laughed at this one. I mean, do you think it's that terrible? I mean, the tank is fantastic. You got to give it credit there.
Was this a day 24 or not?
You keep throwing that. I have no idea.
I mean, it makes all the difference, man. Because like, dude, they can technically give us whatever mediocre bullshit they want any of the other days, but like on the 24 spot, like that's what makes or breaks the calendar, in my opinion. So if this was a non-24, I love it. But if this is a 24, then I hate it.
Double check says day 24, Gamorrean Guard Christmas sweater Rancor. Tyler, would you even in reverse? That would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Don't care for the beard. Oh, on the last one, Fritz. This one, there's a surplus because these all went on clearance, like most of them do. Do you see in time this one gaining ground? I mean, it is Vader after all.
I don't think he's going to be gaining any ground anytime soon. I mean, he's still been rocking like $9-12 max. You might see him as maybe $15, and like you said, surplus, right? Costco, Costco had such an overstock of these. They were selling for $10 a piece. So, I mean, it was nuts.
I don't know if Tyler, you grabbed a clearance calendar, right? You've got
I grabbed a Marvel and a Star Wars. The Star Wars for myself, and then my dad's gonna crack the dude. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I never really said it. I mean, bro, since 2013, so 2013 until like 2018 or 19, it was just Star Wars. Like my dad would just buy it. I'd crack it every day in the morning. Like it is what it is. Like just any other kid, I guess. But from 19 until 19, 20, 21, and 22, and 20. No, not 23. No, yeah, 23 since we got him on clearance. He would literally bought for both of us, since at that point we just split them. He would buy every single advent calendar from every theme. Like so, for those 5 years, every
City
single
and Friends too.
Yeah, literally every single one, bro. We would all be on the island all around. And then every morning I would do Star Wars, Harry Potter. So for the first couple of years, it was just Star Wars, Harry Potter, City Friends. He would do City Friends. I would do Star Wars, Harry Potter. When Marvel came into the equation, I would do Marvel too. But this year, it's just, I just done with it. I mean, last year I was getting a little sick of it. Like there was a couple days where like we kind of forgot, had to go back and do a couple. And even for the money aspect, man, there's like 6 of them now. It's like on clearance or not, it's just kind of ridiculous. But this year it's just Marvel and Star Wars that we're both doing.
Yeah, for myself, and usually on a deal, I do Marvel and Star Wars is about it. Because there's always like, one heater probably in the Marvel. There's been a couple good ones. And I remember the one year I was able to get the gauntlet for nothing. That was crazy. With the gems, that was crazy. Hoarder has a very specific request here. Fritz, you're a master. Both of you are masters of inventory. Have you ever come across just 2 Jabba arms from the 2012 battle set? That's funny. Man, I'd love to hear the origin story. What did they do with his arms? You think they threw it on like a T-Rex or something? Tyler secretly loves Harry Potter. We all know that. It's kind of like, the schoolyard thing where you hit the one you like, that kind of thing.
Bro, when are we going to cover the rest of these 2025 leaks, man, so I can sit here and laugh at that stupid Hagrid and Harry on the bike thing, bro, where Harry Potter, the buildable Harry Potter man, looks like a damn bird, bro. Like, dude, he's got a beak, man. He doesn't have a nose. We'll get to that. Let's run through these, and then we'll do a little leakage insights, because we don't have any land boys on. Just so everyone knows, I mean, there's rules with that, so that's why when that news broke that day, just out of respect to the city, we couldn't put anything on the screen. So just to be clear. All right. So, dude, I'm envisioning that damn Harry Potter, dude. The dude literally looks like a duck, man. That is no hate to the designer, man, but why did you put a friggin' beak on that guy? You know what? It's almost strategy to see how much. I'm commenting here on what Brad's saying. Like, I want to get into like what is going on psychologically with these advent calendars. So it's like, let us get this straight. The diehards that have just maybe this is what they're hoping for, that have just, this is their first year in the game, maybe, I don't know. They put it out at 45. And, inevitably, without fail, without question,
Now the low, like Tyler, I'm sure you arm scooped.
Yeah, $7 at
Yeah.
So $7 Harry Potters in 2020 when I picked up like 50 or 60 of
Let's
them.
do Star Wars for right now.
Star Wars, the lowest of. I mean,
10.
I'm not gonna. I think at some point I might have grabbed like a single $5 one somewhere, but the cheapest I've ever got bulk was. I also almost want to say 7. It was either 7, 8, 9, or 10
Gotcha.
at Walmart.
Hoarder, not much of a story. Got his head and tail real cheap on Bricklink. It wasn't going to it, dude. I just hope. Keep checking, man. I'm sure there's alerts. I don't do Bricklink much, but somebody's gonna come in with some arms. Like they'll have a head. It'll happen, dude.
Hoarder, one person will have one arm, and the other person will have another arm. You have to buy it from like 2 different places across the world.
Yeah, one from Malaysia and one from Chile or something. Chile.
Janderton is wanting to know if he's alone. Let's get into the sweaters. We've called out a few of them throughout the broadcast. Are there any other ones you like? I mean, I'm sorry that I love the. Do I need to apologize? I think Poe is really good.
I like Poe.
Oh, that's wild. That's wild, Sean.
The Poe, I think it's great. I like that he, I don't know, little BB on there.
Well, how about we just do this would be a fun little inverse. How about we do our least favorite on the page?
All right, we're gonna count down the sweat. Okay. Least favorite.
Let's all say it at once.
All right, least favorite. Wait,
hold on. Give me a second. Hold up.
Oh.
Oof. This is the thing about nostalgia, man. They're all kind of weirdly growing on me. It's hard.
Okay, I think if I had to genuinely choose one for least favorite, I've got it.
I do. I do too. Yeah.
So you want a 3, 2, 1 it then, and then we'll all say it?
Yeah, we'll go 3, 2, 1.
Ray.
Hammer-on.
What did you say, Fritz?
Ray.
Yeah, Ray
God.
is the sweater itself is even that's like it's all right. I love that there's a falcon.
Yeah, that's cool. The falcon's the best part of it. Everything else, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, to me, the Ray, like Leia's close to being bad, but then they kind of like, she has the iconic hair, so that saved it for me. I don't know about you.
Poe's better than Ray because at least Poe's got good pants.
All right, Tyler, why do you hate Poe so much?
I mean, because honestly, me just thinking about this page, like, because I'll be honest with you. I mean, I don't really count Ewok in this. Like, I'll just be frank. Like, I never really considered Ewok Christmas sweater. I get it, but like, Ewok aside, I just kind of sit here and look at this page and I'm like, who in the F is Poe? You know what I mean? Like, in the sense,
my
of,
choice,
why is he even on here?
I don't know if he's canon to the sweater thing, but I put him in there, so it could.
Well, no. But I mean, like, as a character, though, you know what I mean? It's like at least all the other characters, like, I can see, like, okay, like Rey and Finn, I get it. Luke and Leia, of course. Like, but like Poe is like just like he's like the odd duck, bro. You know what I mean? So
Nosenheimer brings up a good point. Sorry, real quick, Tyler. These are from the dioramas, not a calendar. That is fair. That is fair. I threw him in.
Given us a Han Solo.
What's that?
We should have given us a Han Solo and like classic figures in the diorama.
So whatever. Remember, we're off the official list now. So, and I kind of brought up the little side. So that is fair. They are not part of it. I knew that. But for conversation purpose, and quite frankly, I think if you wanted to just get it, and I'm sure people have done it. I'm sure you Instagram right this second. There's people who probably just have all the sweater boys together. So that's why I threw them in there.
Sean, real quick,
the reminder, Nosenheimer. Yeah.
Well, real quick, Sean, just because I mean I can do it in like 10 seconds. Ewok aside, I'll do literally just back to back my ranking of them. All right, I'm gonna go Vader, Grogu, Palpatine, R2, Luke, C-3PO, Leia, Rey, Finn, Poe.
See, I don't know, man. I really the Finn's growing on me like big time.
I agree. Except for
Finn is lucky
labs.
he's got print on the legs. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he's got print on the legs. He's got the Rebel Alliance logo. I like the Finn. I do.
I only like Poe more than Rey because the legs are a different color and not made as much, and that's literally it. And the hairpiece is cooler.
Nosenheimer became a member tonight. You know what that means. Nosenheimer, you get to pick your song, man. So do you gonna go You gonna go butt? What are we gonna do here?
You got to give more context than that. I don't know.
Well, he knows the new song, the new
Yeah.
single from ACOB. Do you want to hear that one? Or you want to hear something else? It's up to you, bud. But
Bob,
thank
who
you
says
so
the
much.
sequel figs look like city characters? That's a good point.
They kind of do, but Ewok's probably the fave on this page. The Vader is super clean for sure.
Vader, Ewok, and Grogu all day, every day. My top 3.
Cinemolecular, I hope you were here to hear the new song earlier. Got two plays. 75, dude. There's 95 of you guys in there. Let's get to a hunch. A nice hunch on tonight's broadcast. All right, are we good?
At 100 likes, Sean will give away his Christmas X-wing.
Yep.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Smash it. Not happening. In the fire, that's the 5th thing I get after my kid's wife, dog. That's it's coming with me. Because it's at least reasonably small. You know what I mean? Like the Falcon's gonna have to stay. All right.
I think, dude, Brickshell needs to make some custom Christmas X-Wing acrylic cases for the holidays, man. So we can get them and other people can buy them.
You know, that kind of stuff is discussed, and they do that for some stuff. I just think I think it almost has to be like more circulation out there, because you think about it, you know what I mean? It's a very niche item. There's probably, I don't know how many sealed around the world, Tyler, compared to something else. Do you know what I mean? Like there's just not a big population on them, which could be more of a reason to case it. I get that, but I don't know. I think you could find something universal. You know, a lot of their box sizes are the same. Brick
Sean, I
Sheldon,
got to peace out.
Fritz, we appreciate you, sir. Thank you, buddy.
Yep. Thank
Fritz,
you guys.
signing off.
See you, man.
Peace out,
Enjoy the
guys.
time. Thank you, brother. All right, that was Fritz. I think we've beat this one to death, Tyler. Let's go somewhere else here. Any of the gong? These are, they took this away too, Tyler. This was whimsical.
So I'll say this. I mean, I think the bottom right corner one is one of the most ugly, hideous things I've ever seen built by a Lego Star Wars designer.
All right, Tyler, real quick, we got some developments. We'll get on the gonks in just a second here, but Nasenheimer, congrats on becoming a channel member. I'm not sure. You have to remind me, were you before and you rejoined? I'm not sure. Thinking you might have been, but he's going to go clearance season. It's topical. And then right after that, Tyler, look at this Cinemolecular with the 20 piece. He wants to hear the new single Lego butt. We have to work on the name on that one. But this one goes out to Nasenheimer. He wants to hear clearance season. Of course, another video that stars Tyler, let me where something happened with some of my control panel guys. Again, I wouldn't be a stream without some kind of tech diff, but here's clearance season. Yeah.
I go to Walmart every day for only one reason. The friends sets are ready for clearance season.
I buy a bunch of shit that I never wanted. A Mario set that wasn't well regarded. Minecraft trash, no clue what they're about. Call me Dexter, I part them all out.
Clearance season. Fuck yeah, it's clearance time.
That was clearance season. And for those who have just joined the broadcast and missed it, we debuted a brand new super tonight. Huge shout out to Cinemolecular for hitting $20, getting the DLC to check out this whatever this gem is.
I want to see that not that Lego bag. I want to see that not that Lego bag. Looking good on that box art check. One more finger, boys need to inspect. Front's a heater, but the back could be a wreck. Turning it around and I mean no disrespect.
Look at the butt on that thing.
All right, there it is. Shouting out Lego butts everywhere. You guys, if you're new to the show, you got to understand, like, you know, one of the things we do when we get a new set, you know, images, leaks, whatever. Tyler, we're going to look at some stuff here in a few. You got to turn it around and just see what's going on with the butt. You know what I mean? The box really just shows the front, Tyler. You know, there's really, you got to inspect the thrusts, you know. or the thrusters, as it were. But thank you, Cinemolecular. Hopefully this one folds in to canon. Liam saying it's badass. Thank you. I think I am proud of the beat. It took quite a bit of manipulation to get the sound that I wanted, so that was good. Because there are people making beats with these tools, and they're not. I don't know. There's quality levels to everything. We'll say that. Oh, dude, Tyler, yeah, the tiger should have been in that video.
Good point. Yeah.
Damn it, it's K today. I might have to edit that. Damn it. That is the nicest butt of all of them. But that's like very literal. You know, like
Yeah.
on the back of a ship, the butt. You know, I'm not trying to get completely hyper sexualized here. It's a joke. But Lego did it. No one can, you know. And boys, this is real. The older you get, the more insight in the backside becomes. Just saying. There you go. See, life lessons. Brick Dynasty in the house. Welcome. Okay, Tyler, gonks. I think they're fun. They've taken these away. What are your standouts here?
So yeah, I agree. They should not have taken them away. Pitroid's fun, nice little addition. My personal favorite, because I feel like it just looks the most normal, but also mixed in with festive, is the wrapping paper one, the green one in the bottom middle.
Yeah, I agree.
And then, like I said, bottom right is just an abomination, bro. That thing is hideous.
Yep.
And then top right, the reindeer. I also like it.
Well, plain Jane, but good. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it gets the point across, and again, for a little throw-in for a random day, it works. And I guess the same goes with
it's weird to me, Tyler. Like, that's clearly a gonk, but you could see them putting it in one of those classic sets, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
right. You could see that spread out of, like, they give you the 500 piece box at Walm's. You know, they're like, you could make yourself a reindeer.
Yeah. Yeah. No, honestly, dude, if you extended those two front legs to the first two studs and you put two more on the back, that is genuinely something that would be in one of those things.
Brickhead Brad, who's going to Targs Friday to fight those big boob moms for a set. I'll try to dip my toe in if I'm allowed. When I say allowed,
bro, $30 invisible hands. That's happening at Target.
All right, we're gonna have to run down that list. I'm gonna see what's going on there. I have been, today has been a doozy. So, and if that, I don't know if that news broke today or what, Tyler, but I didn't know about $30 hands. So there you go.
So it's on their thing. Here's the quick pick. Someone actually found a tag by accident in person.
Okay.
But it doesn't start until
it's making me a little bit concerned, man. I don't know, man. Like, everybody thought that was a cheap set. That is a deep discount on that, man. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, $30 for that is gonna be wild, yeah.
No, I know, but I mean, it's been 40 for a minute, dude. I mean, and I know why they're graduating to 30, and I know it happens with some stuff, but
well, the same thing happened to the fighter tank, 40% off.
Yeah, but I think like that one in particular, I was just the online hype for it was pretty loud, and it just kind of tanked. I think the only one doing well, quite honestly, is a Falcon out of those.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, bro, I mean, the Tantive. The Tantive, that thing has been half off everywhere, like Costco, Walmart's, like.
Yeah, Tantive is by the way, yeah, I'm not picking on the hand in and of itself. The Tantive, I mean, just every store I've been to has been flush with them since they came out. You see little pockets, though, right, Tyler, of the Falcon missing when you go out. There's not as many of those, which is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think objectively the best is always going to be the Star Destroyer still.
That's fine, but I'm talking about that wave that came out.
Yeah, Tantive's garbage. Falcon, it's cool, but
it's expensive.
I take hand over it, though.
It's very, very good, though, in hand. Falcon on a deep disky. I still need to build mine. I think it's one of the sets of the year, honestly, from everything I've seen on it.
Well, then the acclimator for next year is
not going to sell either.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we think the Tantive's bad, bro. I mean, dude, like, it's a niche ass vehicle that, like, already from the get-go would have been hard, and they make it look that poor and stupid and just bad and boring. Oh my gosh, are they just asking for a half price Jones right there?
What's Babu talking about? The 2019 one or the UCS?
We're talking about the MIDI scale one, Babu.
Yep. All right, let's weave our way through this list. Tyler, anything we didn't get to that you wanted to touch on
well, so Sean, I'm not sure if you knew about this, man, but the saving grace of that clone trooper at the moment, like, or in the time,
yeah,
was actually in the same advent calendar. They had another little side build that actually came with a gun and a helmet. So
Oh, okay.
So modern day, it sucks a little bit because like not as many people say. Maybe some of the kids lost it and never really put two and two together, so like that didn't really help. But like at least within the year, you were still able to put your helmet on there. And then Dio, I think, is boring.
What year is the clone?
13, 14, or 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brickhead Brad brings up a good point.
Oh my gosh, that
Christmas fighter tank being pulled by Gonk reindeer. Now, this is interesting. So
that should have been the employee gift.
Let me ask you this: do you want the Advents to live on, or would you trade them for like a 50 same price point, 45, let's say, where you get something like that creative every year?
It's so hard, man, because this has been Advent's has been a staple for so long.
Yeah,
that it's going to be a little weird to not have them. But honestly, with how dusty some of these last Advent years have been, I tonight, if I had to make the decision, they called me up at 20 minutes from now and they said you got to pick. I'm picking trade it for a set for at least 5 years.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, that begs the question: why can we not have both? Right? We got that dioramas last year, which it was met with mid reaction, mainly because I think there's still too many cobwebs of sequel. Like it wasn't time yet, Tyler. To bring out something like that. But you're in favor of something like that, right? What was that, like $30 somewhere in there? You'd take that in addition to an Advent, right? Maybe not a diorama, but maybe a vehicle, or I don't know.
Yeah, I'm super surprised they didn't do one this year. Like, I mean, it just makes no sense. Why do it last year but not this year?
They just, I don't know. It's kind of what I love about Lego. They do random stuff you can't explain, and every once in a while they surprise you. I thought that was a fun set. Like I said, the Ray is, I don't like it. The Finn's good. That is a nice little diorama, by the way. And Tyler, you cleared out all those, right? You got them on the cheap. You got a couple handfuls of those, I think, last year when they were on clearance.
I've got maybe somewhere shy of 10 or a little over 10.
Yeah, I remember you went nuts on them at some point. Let's see. Trade off for a few years. 2014 had the plain P2, Green Tree Droid, and Santa Vade's best fig lineup ever. Yeah, probably. Yeah. And that one is expensive, even off season. Diorama concept have potential. I agree. Cracking a beer while watching, and my dodgy UK stream is like 30 seconds behind. You're not missing anything, Babu.
I think the most underappreciated fig on this page right here might be that astromech with the top hat and the carrots printed on the torso.
Yeah, it's a heater. Is that snowman helmet unique?
No, that's a regular little short hat.
I like it for the helmet, and it's like a training dummy, right? Is that what that was supposed to be?
Oh, you're talking about the snowman all the way to the right,
bottom right.
Oh, I was talking about the guy 2 to the left from him, the astromech with the carrots on the torso.
No,
right in between
right.
Dio and R2D2.
No, bottom right. The helmet.
Yeah, that helmet. I think it's exclusive, or it could be. No, okay, it's exclusive, and you know what they made people do that year? That's supposed to be Antok Merrick's helmet. Okay, so Antok Merrick came in, from Rogue One, came in that year, but the helmet came on that snow guy, and technically, if you wanted to put the helmet on Antok, you'd do that because Antok came with his hairpiece.
Tyler, this is a good debate. Not a debate, but I want to hear you. Where somebody just said, where was it? Can't find the comment, but somebody just said, oh, there it is. THF. Santa Dio is the definition of lazy. So let's give the laziest award here. What do you?
Yeah.
Probably not to. I'll do my answer first, real quick, Tyler. Dio and BB-8 to me are the laziest, I think, right? Because there's absolutely nothing but a Santa hat, maybe a stud to hold it in place. I don't know.
Yeah, so I'll go Dio, but my only thing against that is, again, I mean, there's no way Dio is the 20. Someone in the chat confirmed Dio was not day 24, right? So my thing with that is, if it's like throughout, like my logic should be, man, every day that you get a figure, no matter who it is, even just a stock figure, it should come with a Santa hat in that same bag for that day. So you just have the choice to be like, Hey, let me put a Santa hat on my thing.
Sean Lynch, I just keep telling myself, at least not the Marvel calendar. I think there's a heater Spidey in there. They always kind of throw you at least one heater Spidey. Is this the year with the varsity jacket? I don't even remember. I don't think I've opened the last two.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Yeah.
All right. Anything else? I mean, the only one we haven't talked about the Porg. At least they made a little bit of an effort with the Porg. It's kind of like a plussed up sequel boy. I don't know. The R2 is kind of a little bit lazy too. But yeah, of everything we just talked about this round, I'm with you, man. I think the Astromech with the carrots is good. Dio is day 10. Which one are you laughing at?
No, I know because I know I caught myself saying that, but like I didn't want to like enunciate that I said that, and then
I'm usually right on top of those. I'm surprised I missed it. And I think that concludes the list proper, and we can take this down. Tyler, you want to get into? We haven't had a chance here, so we'll do a little bonus coverage here for a few on. Get into Instagram. Yeah.
I would do a light little coverage because I mean, the thing is, there's so much more to come. Like, it's almost to the point where like we should at least try to knock a couple things out of the way, just so it's literally not like 4 hours worth of it all at once, say in a week or two. You know?
Yeah. What specifically do you want to discuss again? I'm sorry.
See, the toughest thing is on the Star Wars, man. It's like, we should probably save Star Wars for a full thing, right?
Yeah, you mentioned something earlier you wanted to cover. What was it again?
You want to look like Harry Potter and a couple like kind of dusty themes, just to like.
No,
we're not going to care about that no matter what week it is. You know what I mean? Star Wars, at least if we save it for a regular week, we can really kind of dive into it. You know.
You said something besides Harry Potter and Star Wars. What was it? Earlier.
Damn, does someone know in the chat? What did I say? New Friends? I didn't say anything about Friends, I don't think, Brad. I mean, do you want us to hop on Falcon's thing and just okay, god damn it, why am I saying stuff? God, okay. All right. Only reason why I'm even thinking that way in that regard is
it was hold on. It was the horrible Harry Potter. You did want to talk about that.
Damn it, bro. I should have never said what I said 2 minutes ago because now I got that in my head, bro. All right. Hop on Falcon's Instagram.
Hold on.
God damn it, man. What a bad 5 minute, dude. I just got hit with a 2-piece of sounding like a weirdo.
I don't even know what's going on right now, but I'm enjoying it.
And again, bro, like in normal circumstances, I don't think any of us would even put that through our head.
We did if someone wants to see F1, we went hard on F1 on the last episode. I don't know if I'm going to put or one of the last episodes. They all blend together at this point, Tyler. Where is that awful Harry Potter thing? I've checked Clicker, Falcon. Anybody else to look for?
What about Brick Reporter?
Okay.
Did he report it?
Let's see if he reported it. Let's see. He's got a Brick Reporter backup too. Nobody wants to put a picture of this anywhere. This is wild, dude. I can't.
Did everyone get taken down? Like, did all these?
Yeah, did Harry Potter or the horrible Harry Potter get taken down? I'll try Fanatics. Thanks, guys. Maybe I'm just missing something. But Tyler wants to break this thing down. I sent it to some land member friends, and they were like, "Woof." Where is this mess? That's crazy.
I mean, worst case scenario, you want to just
dude, I mean, I'll Google it. Is this takedown material? Like what?
Yeah, honestly, does anyone in the chat know, man? I mean,
I'm not going to get taken. I'm not getting this broadcast taken down. But if you guys want to look, there's a little awful Hagrid Harry sidecar.
I mean, you want to just cover the couple new things that Falcon or Clicker have on their thing.
Here, Falcon
just to like
Falcon Brick Studios. Let's see.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. We can cover like Tom and Jerry or something.
Yeah. All right. I think this was officially revealed, so we're good. Yeah, we'll cover Tom and Jerry. All right, Tyler, have at it.
This was very. Can we get a little zoom in on their faces?
Yeah. I'm sure, you know, I'm sure someone else had it and I'm just being dense, but yeah, I didn't see it. There. That's the best I can do. Oh, now it's all just Tyler, just
So okay, so I mean,
people can
look,
see it.
so the thing is, man, like I will give Hagrid some sort of pass in the regards of like he's very lucky. The hair and the beard and everything just takes over the kind of the whole head. I still don't really understand. I mean, why is there light bluish gray eyes? I mean, is that supposed to like represent like glasses or like goggles or something? So like the Hagrid's not like
It's goggles.
too bad.
Yeah.
But bro, we move over to Harry Potter, man, and like just like in all reality, Ed is literally part bird right there, man. Like I just don't like Lego. Just like I mean, think about it. And anytime they try, I think the closest they have ever, which is kind of ironic, man. I think the closest they have ever come to, you know, making just buildable stuff look good, like buildable characters, would be when they did the Harry Potter figs in Lego form. Remember that when they made them that looked like Lego figs?
Yep.
And it's kind of coincidental. Like, I mean, stick to, you know, Lego figure builds, you know, like you're known for. And in my opinion, I think it turned out best. But like all this
You're talking about the big minifigs?
yeah, where had Hermione and Harry Potter. I think those
I
two
wish they
look
would
great.
just yeah. I don't understand why that stopped.
Yeah, but this other stuff, dude, it's just like, I mean, whether it's construction figures, like with like weird ass parts, or these brick built little things, or the bigger buildable stuff, like it just all looks so damn awkward at the time. And like, in all reality, man, like, and the thing is, like, I'm surprised they have not been able to fix it yet, or at least take a couple years off and just like reevaluate and come back with it perfect, or, you know, perfected. Was the, you know, all the faces on all this stuff, bro. The faces are the biggest downsides on everything they do.
Yeah. No, it's the eyes, the faces are always problematic. Shout out to Ryan from Minar Production. Sorry I couldn't make it home. It's all good, dude. I threw him a last minute invite. Ryan, if you're still listening, can you give your current, if you don't mind, your current top three? We already ran through the Advent stuff. What are your current top three Advents of all time, sir? If you're listening, Advent figs. Yeah, I mean, we looked at this and we was just like uproariously laughing. I mean, this thing is just trash. And dude, the craziest part, Tyler, you probably already called it out. I'm doing a lot of other things on the side here, but 50 bones for this. Like, there's no way this thing. It's $13.99 by Christmas next year. I mean, maybe even sooner.
$13.99.
Well, and again, you touched on it too. Look, man, the build is pretty sick, right? Like I love
yeah,
that.
the actual little motorcycle I like.
That color is beautiful. That's like my favorite color. It's close to the color of the, you know, our logo, for crying out loud. I love anything teal. It's just, yeah, man, it just falls apart with the characters on there. Like, I think somebody said it would have been cool as like a little Tyler, correct me from that little Ford whatever that car is, you know, that's out there. It's like $20.
Oh,
like,
the Ford Angela, I think it's, or Angelina or something
like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, they could have made like, they might not have got 20 for it, but they could have done like a 15 little quickie with this.
Oh yeah, just do proper figs then.
Yeah, you know, put like a little 4+ style motorcycle. Do you know what? You make it a 4+ set. I don't care. Like, this is. I do like the complexity of the motorcycle, so I take that part back. Yes, I'm gonna go back. Give me like a Speed Champs, whatever, 15, 20, you know, of this build with minifigs. I guess it'd be harder to pull off with Hagrid, but whatever, figure it out. It's not my job. You know, the Angela.
Tyler's side piece, Angela.
If this is a GWP, it changed my mindset. Is it a GWP?
No.
I don't think
This
so.
will be on every. This will be rotting on every single retail store for 2 years.
Thank you, Rex Eater. Have a good one. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Nah, it's retail. Holy Lord. Anglia. That's what it was. Anglia. You were close. If it were a GWP, then whatever set they're trying to sell would not sell as a result of this, which I think would make this notorious because it's so bad. I think if it was a G-dub, right, Tyler, it'd end up being like oddly desirable.
Yeah, since only like 300 of them would even get sold.
He's already put the retirement's already been updated from 26 to 25. I think it should stay in 24. Shreddy would give a crisp Abe for this. Nice little hunch on that. No way, dude. All right, yeah, that's a.
I mean, they should just make this like a Technic Osprey and just cancel it.
All right, Tyler. I don't think we've covered it on the show here, but the.
So Molly Cooler called me out. I was calling this the Acclimator earlier. This is the home one.
Okay, that's fine.
But because Acclimator's not revealed yet. But yeah, this is what I was talking about. I mean, this is the most bland ass, boring, gray with boring ass set, boring ass box art, boring ass price, boring ass concept. Everything boring about it.
I have to call something out right now. Lego is getting as much as they can on the wholesale for this stuff at this point. And I'm wondering when the retailers are going to catch on. But they're getting
that's why Lego's hyping these so they get the greater percentage of their return, and then the stores get effed with it.
Now, it depends on if they make them fund the discounts, but like you cannot with a straight face put this out for $70.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't. Like, you seriously, there's like that to me is more about what's going on here. Is you're right, Tyler. Like, again, if the retailer takes 30%, whatever, they're getting so much on their sell-in, and yes, some of them it's like, and then when it comes time to clearance them, it's like they deal with it. They being the retailer. This is like absurd. I don't know. I got to see it. Is it girthier? I guess it's definitely girthier. And by the way, speaking of girth, the shape of this thing, some people were calling it the home run. But people want to get acclimated with this thing. But yeah, Tyler,
dude, you know what would be fun for a good short, man?
But
like
it doesn't look like, you know what I mean? It's like it almost got the invisible hand simplicity quality. I mean, a little better, but
the hand's way better.
Yeah, but there's no way on earth they think that many people are. This is going to be an interesting test, and I wonder if this one's going to release wide or not, because this thing is going to bomb, dude, so bad.
Oh, you're thinking maybe this might be a store exclusive somewhere, just to kind of limit it a little bit.
I hope so. I hope so.
Molly Cooler said Costco's going to sell this for 25% off 2 weeks before release date.
Yeah,
just to try to get it out ASAP.
I mean, good. Look, guys, it's the first time we're getting this, correct, Tyler, in Lego form.
Yeah.
So I'm not 1,000,000% hating on it. I don't ever think we'll get a UCS of it. So I want to reset a little bit. I usually don't go too crazy on price point, but dude, this is just not going to do well at the box office. Now, I like that
people are calling out there's an interior, but it's for a damn stud, bro. I mean, you're paying all that money to be able to put 5 colored studs on the inside.
It just looks a little basic to me. But I'll end up getting one for $30. That's cool.
Honest God, bro, I wouldn't even doubt if you were to show this to a bunch of normies, man, they would think this is not something from like Star Trek or something.
$70 Lego Star Wars suppository. The butt on this one isn't good either. Oh, did we get a butt shot? Let's it's important. You're right. Let me see. Oh, it's just it literally looks like a butthole. Look at it.
Man, that is bland.
She's not even hiding her dissatisfaction for this one. Look at her. She's like, I don't know about this one, guys. I don't know, man. Not a fan. I'm sure it'll grow on me. A lot of them do. This one, not it. Tyler, you ready to label it the worst looking one yet or no?
Overall package between the product, everything, yes. I mean, but objectively, just the build, yes. I think this is also the worst one.
Okay. All right. We have not covered this on the show yet, but the Ahsoka Jedi Starfighter revealed, which I believe was a retailer, so I think we're safe here. Smiths or somebody put it up. Tyler, I know you don't love the 45, so let's not focus on that for a minute, because we all know, will you do one B1 for 45 because it's got an Anakin, and then you'll get the rest of them on the cheap? What's your take here?
So, I mean, all right. So when I posted on my story a couple days ago, I mean, I got dozens upon dozens of people. I mean, honestly, maybe even to the point of like genuinely like 50 people, that all split up, because like in the same story, I said, hey, price aside. And then at the bottom, I said, day one buy. And everyone's saying, don't buy it. And I get that sentiment, but like, truly, I mean, a lot of times when I talk about price, I think I've maybe discussed it on the show before. Like, I buy so few retail sets every year and are so kind of picky with what I actually like and what I don't like, where going retail on 10 sets a year that I truly like it doesn't bother me per se. And like even on the back end of it, like I can afford it. You know what I mean? If it means I have to chop it up and give Lego an extra $50-$60 a year, like I'm not really speaking for myself, like when I'm complaining about prices. And because the other amount of stuff I get, like, beyond like maybe the top 5 or 10 highlights a year that I love, I get everything else damn 40, 50, 60% off. So it's like retail price, like it doesn't really bother me. But when I'm speaking about that, like in videos and stuff and on stories and just like, discussing it, like I objectively think it's just they're asking too much for it on behalf of the other tens of thousands of people out there that like either A, you have to kind of budget a little bit tighter on their money, or B, just like, I don't know, don't love it all that much and, would maybe buy this because it's like a $30 set, but at 45, they're like, yeah, they just don't give Lego their business. So it's like, I'm not really speaking on my end all that much, but like, I'm going to buy this day one because I can appreciate the set itself. It's a Clone Wars. Like it's in the top tier of like what I would like to do. And like me going 45 on it, it's going to like, sure, like mentally kind of suck, but like, it's not going to make or break anything because, it's only $10 extra through the year where it's like, sure, I'll give 10 more dollars to Lego type thing.
Yeah. No, I understand. I kind of have adopted that, right? Like I feel like on Tyler, certainly on like wave release day, right? It's like you want to partake and get something in hand for the madness, but yeah, there'll never be a day for me anymore. I don't think I've ever done it actually, but where you just again arm sweep, the whole wave.
Yeah.
But I like
there's so few things I buy, man, where it's like the few times I truly love something, I'll D1B it, for retail, like just for the culture. I still want to be there. Go to the Lego store. Like there's some fun in that still.
There's could be some G dubs going on, not for this, but you know what I mean? Like there could be something outside of the theme and you're like, you know what? This pushes me to the whatever. All right. Price aside, let's break it down. I mean, again, gotta be tough for you seeing these interceptors. I mean, is there anything fundamentally that has changed over the $30 interceptors that I believe they're around 30, the historical ones, Tyler? Anything major changed here, like girth wise or anything to justify?
Thing, which I didn't realize at first, just because it's like, I don't know. I knew it was different, but like I didn't fully inherently know it was different in a bad way to begin with. But I posted my story thing, and pretty much in tandem, right when I got done watching Ryan's video talking about him, he did like a little whatever 5 or 6 minute video talking about him. Right when I was done looking at that, I went back on Instagram and I saw a DM from him, and then he brought up the cockpit thing. Okay. And then, beforehand, I wouldn't have like thought anything differently, but I just got done watching his video where he called out the cockpit for, being new, and sure, that's all cool and everything, but it is objectively just wrong in the way that now they're doing it. Like, so I took a screenshot from his video, for it, and people in the chat probably saw it too, but it's like, changing stuff and making stuff better or making a new mold, new print's always nice, but when they straight up make it the wrong, like, think about it, man. They changed something. They thought they sat there, changed it, and put it in this set, marked up the price, and probably some excuse, due to the fact they're making a new cockpit mold. But it all turns out just to be objectively wrong to the source material that they got right for literally 20 years prior. So it's just, so here's the difference. I guess I don't have the, all right. So here's the thing. So do you see, so on Anakin's, which is one of the older ones,
did I see they say though, but in the film, it actually, or in the media, it actually opens the way the new one does?
No, it opens the way that Anakin's did, because that cockpit.
Okay, I misread that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so it opens up, and then you see on.
I was like, I don't think so. Yeah.
The front of his thing, there's that little circular trans-clear piece still.
Yeah.
So that's actually accurate to how they open. That thing stays stagnant.
Look at the hair on that knuck.
And this thing just opens. And then over here, when they open up the cockpit, the entire little circle thing goes up with it, goes up with it at the same time. So what's Jalen saying about wrong? Only the little outline. I'm not okay. So look, so all right, there's that picture, and of course, I did not screenshot the other thing.
I think that's the point I missed. I guess a lot of people are saying both are wrong technically, but the new one is worse. Is that kind of the conclusion, Tyler?
I don't think so, man. I'm going to Ryan's thing real quick since he had a side by side. So, all right, so in So look at this. So this is how it opens up in the movie. See how that little circular trans clear piece stays, attached to the thing, and then it just opens up.
That's what
See
I'm saying.
that?
The cockpit's coming up from the rear, though.
Yeah, and the 2005 to 2020 ones did the same thing.
Okay.
I mean, here, I'll screenshot both side by side so people know. I mean, all right, so there's the picture of just that. And then the side by side is.
I get that we're making a deposit on this this cockpit for years to come. That is a great call out. People are saying.
Where in the flip did my side by side just go? That's wild, man. Oh, here. All right, so I'm going to screenshot.
Oh, thank you, CPA. That's what I was trying to figure out, and I could not put the words to what my brain was thinking.
What the fuck? Why don't this screenshot?
Thank you, Jalen. That's yeah. Okay.
So look, man. So side by side. So here's the Lego one. So see, all right. I mean, it's
Bearded Brickman. When it's closed on display, it doesn't matter who cares. Yeah, this could be one of those nitpicky.
But like nitpicky or not, it's just.
I know we're allowed to nitpick, but I'm saying
they fucking changed it to make it wrong. Why do they do that so much in the recent years?
Who knows?
How do they get everything screen accurate or 99% screen accurate, better, more detailed, bigger, better, cooler? How was that shit possible 15, 20 years ago when you would think objectively they had less methods of doing stuff, maybe less technology to make stuff right? And then in the past 5 years, man, it's just stuff time after time.
I want you to think about this, Tyler. Ready?
They just make it wrong. It's wrong, Sean.
That's it. I know, but can I tell you something? If they make this perfect, can they ever sell you another one?
Bro, but they made them perfect already. Like, literally, man. Like,
you're not in the market. Then you're not in the market for it.
So, look, I'll say it again, man.
I'm
like,
not
for
making
people
excuses, but like, if you don't think devious things like that go on behind the scenes, you're crazy. Because they're like, man, I dabble with Transformers a little bit. There's like thousands of Optimus, and this last one that just came out, everybody is super high on from the '86 movie, and it's like, if they had just done this one more thing, it would have been. And it's like chasing the dragon, man. It's tough. Go ahead.
Dude, same thing with Clone Troopers. Same thing with 20 other sets in the past 2 years. It was better, let alone maybe close to perfect before. They're making billions more dollars a year now. They're asking 30, 40, 50% more every set.
Yes.
And it still results in them they're backtracking, making stuff worse. They can and still like, it's just that's the final standpoint on that, man.
Yeah.
I don't expect my interceptor to, fucking fly in the air, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't expect that, but like
it was a good play feature.
It was screen accurate at one point. Now it's not. And of course, it's like, if this was still $30, you could maybe chop it up in the fact of like, all right, like they're counter doing inflation because, or, they're not taking into account inflation, and it doesn't necessarily affect this set all that much because they're just reusing the same molds they've had for years, but they're doing a new mold, and then it's literally just they're asking more, and it's wrong. Just doesn't make any sense to me.
JD, is it JD Velchek? You got to tell me. I've probably been butchering it the whole time. I've been like trying to combine everything, like, or try to be slick and be like double check. I'm cultured. Sorry if I've been saying your name wrong. Where else can they use it? Tyler, you've got a lot of people wanting this to fly. Which yes, JD, is it? Can you type out how? Can Lego add blades so we can fly them as drones? Yeah, dude, I'm into it. Tyler, I understand the frustration. As for me, without getting too caught, just looking at it, I definitely am super interested. Hate the price, but I think like most, if I'm going to partake in the Jan 1 festivities based on what we've seen, and it is rumored, this and the Arky probably have a good chance at coming home. They're the two, I don't know what, Tyler, most core sort of sets that are coming out.
Well, you're telling me you're not gonna do one be the 50th Grogu and Mando?
No, that one will come way down, dude. I'll tell you what, though, they could
the next new Jedi Temple.
But Tyler, they could have to new Temple. They could have at least tempted us a little bit with the Mando Grogu by throwing a new Grog. You know what I mean? There's some kind of draw, and they just wouldn't even do that.
So Sean, I guess so you can. So I'll ask everyone, but Sean, give your points, and then we can read the chat after. What do you think about the leg choice on Ahsoka? Was it right to give her the medium legs, or do you think in this outfit she would have been better off just having the taller legs? And then chat, what do you guys think about that?
Regards accuracy, I wouldn't be the utmost authority. I feel like it's placed right in the timeline, and I like that it's different. I put it this way: would you rather give it her standards, Tyler? What would you rather do? I like that it's a little bit different here.
Yeah. So look, I'll say this much: like,
she's what, like a teen at this? Is that why there's a problem here? She's kind of a teen and not fully.
Yeah, because I mean, objectively, think about it, man. Like in this set, like she's 14, 15, 16, and then Anakin's 22 or whatever, and it's like. Even in the show, like, I mean, it makes sense. Like, I mean, the mid legs make sense. I think it's going to take a little getting used to. And I'll say this much, man. I will 100% say this. I think these medium legs are, because I think it's something that we've been kind of asking for, like, for them to at least try or attempt. I think it's been like in the talks and in the wind over the past couple of years of thinking about it. But I think I'm more content with how these look right now, especially after an Ahsoka. Seeing the live action representation of young Ahsoka, and like it's objectively kind of true. Like, you have Ariana Greenblatt playing young Ahsoka kind of in this era in the Clone Wars. I think she was, I don't know, 14, 15, 16 at the time, the actress, let alone the character. So like that is accurate in that regard next to, Hayden Christensen, which I mean, sure, at that time he's like 40, but like, I mean, you're not growing multi inches between ages of like 22, 25 to like maybe you'll add an inch, maybe you'll shrink an inch, but like it's close enough where like I think seeing that side by side in that show really kind of finally made me realize, the age difference, the height difference, everything.
Well, hold on, this is what I was kind of asking. Yeah, this is the Ahsoka show flashback, right?
I mean, so it's not. I mean, the Ahsoka outfit's there, and again, I think it looks really well.
So this is what.
But Anakin, if we're talking about that scene. Anakin should look like this if we're talking about the Ahsoka show. Which, I mean, believe me, if this outfit was in there, I mean, $45, I think it would have been justified. But I mean, this is like a technical maybe Ahsoka.
That's what I thought when I saw it. That's why I said I was like, I'm not the authority. If this was like a Clone Wars.
I mean, the Interceptor. Only time we've ever actually seen this Interceptor of hers.
He's saying it is from
Clone Wars. Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. All right, that's been debuffed. Okay. So
there's my thoughts on the legs. I think after seeing live action Ariana Greenblatt, I think having the medium legs on the Lego fig now makes me appreciate it more. Or makes me, I don't know, understand it more.
All right.
And then any Anakin's obviously fantastic, but I wish I would have had the armor.
Yeah. All right, we'll look at this flying machine, Tyler, and then we'll send her off. Da Vinci flying machine, $50. Definitely unique, definitely cool. I look forward to purchasing one for $30 one day. Tyler, your thoughts?
I'll be honest. I initially thought this was a promo, and I initially thought this was like someone just reposted the.
Not that it doesn't deserve 50. Real quick, I don't think it's like completely batshit out of line in the pricing either. For what
I thought this was like a Lord of the Rings GWP when I first saw it. Like it just reminds me of like that Fell Beast guy, or like it just looked like a dragon of some sort.
Right. No, it makes sense.
So, I know, dude. Believe me, man. I know nothing about Leonardo da Vinci other than the Mutant Ninja Turtle is named after him. That's all I know about him.
He's an artist, right?
Sure, I guess. Yeah, he's an artist, and there's a turtle named after him.
That he's real and that he existed. We'll see what the gang's saying about this one. The CPA, of course, cannot wait for this to come out so we can make short form content on this being an Assassin's Creed. I hope you're loading up, CPA. I know you're buying what you need to make that happen. So I'm pumped for you, dude. Did we notice that the Red Bull F1 sets are 18 plus? We did. It's because of the energy drink. We called that out, I believe, last week. Yeah. No, it does not actually fly, just to be clear. That'd be cool if they Dude, what's going on, Tyler? With it's been so long since we've even said these words on the show. Uh, what is the power bank called now? I mean, I haven't thought about that in 3 or 4 years. The energy, you don't talk about the ones you put on the train, power functions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like in 2024, you know what I'm saying, Tyler? We could have got like a little
battery in here to make it actually go up and down.
Yes, like a little boy on it, just like a little quick little.
Well, dude, you know how like the light
Imagine
brick,
this on this or the Dune, Tyler, like the Dune.
yeah, you know how the light bricks have it where you actually got to just press it and hold it to actually have it be usable.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they haven't invented that technology where you can just like press in a little thing to like, all right, for the 10 seconds you're pressing it, it flaps the wings up and down, up and down, but like it's not anything beyond that. Like I mean, at least something like that would be nice.
Ruin, that's awesome. Finally, a Leonardo DiCaprio. That's what Tyler thought this was originally until he read the last name. You could use the wings for an Ewok glider module.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
wow! That's
I like the little one we have with the Endo, but I like that. Battery functions of the set would increase to 100. Yes, CPA, but just generally speaking, like, can we get a lower cost solution? Which is like, oh, I know it's asking for a lot. And also, like, what is even doing power functions right now? Like, just the 2 big train sets that are out. I guess that's it.
Wait, all right. Here's an honest question. And look, dude, I know nothing about this.
City sets.
Is this an actual? Is this just like a 3D model of a painting this guy did, or like did this guy actually try to do like one of the first airplanes back in the day? Like, is this like was this guy back in the era of like they're trying to figure out how to fly? Like, what is this? I thought that was like. I mean, so Amelia Earhart was not the originator of the airplane, just the first flyer, right?
She was the first female. The Wright brothers made the first.
Oh, the Wright. Okay, so like, what's the correlation of the Wright brothers?
I believe she was the first female to try to fly across the Atlantic. So, it looks like he just has build plans for it. Did he make a? Yeah, I knew it was this. Yeah, got to look this up. I don't know if he just did the blueprints and this is made in reality or what. Let's get an education here.
So Dawsonheimer, was this? Did he make these plans before the Wright brothers?
Was it the Atlantic or the Pacific? All right. Well, I'm going to go with Cooper. He's saying Pacific. This never flew, though, to be clear, no. But did he actually built this model? Okay, so it wasn't just a piece of art. I mean, it's a piece of art at the end of the day, but it wasn't.
But it's Lego's representation of what it would have looked like in like a 3D aspect.
I think he made this in 3D. We're gonna have to hold on. We're getting a lot of. It's just based on like his blueprints, right? That's what I thought it was. But did he actually make a physical copy of this in physical form? We all know it didn't fly. It was the Pacific. Okay, sorry.
Oh, this is hundreds of years pre-first flight.
Oh,
so
yeah.
So these people were talking about flying even before the planes even existed.
Yeah, Wright brothers were the first to actually take flight. This was just, but it's just showing like how far ahead of his time he was. He was like thinking about this kind of stuff.
So I mean, am I honest? Why is an artist talking about
Google
flying?
here? Hold on. Now I got to find out what's going on. We're getting a lot of conflicting reports here. I didn't expect to be covering this tonight. Let's see. It just says sketches. If somebody wants to send a link to when he physically made, even if it was just a model of this, let me know. Because I'm on his website. Shout out to the Da Vinci.
No, here's a question, Sean, and chat. Do we have officially one set from every artist that the Ninja Turtles are based off of by now, or no?
Do we have a Michelangelo?
I'm not sure. But we have the other 3 guarantee?
No, we don't have Raphael either.
I'm surprised they haven't done that.
Donatello.
Okay, so we only have Leonardo.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We now have Leonardo. Yeah.
Oh, so wait, hold up. Who did the who's the
Van Gogh is Starry Night.
Okay, Van Gogh, Starry Night. Who's Mona Lisa?
So if Ninja Turtles was replaced with Vincent.
Well, who did Mona Lisa?
Mona Lisa was that's also Da Vinci. Yeah.
What about Van Gogh? Who's
was
Vincent?
one of
Oh
those
yeah,
guys.
okay, yeah. You said so. Who? So Vincent Van Gogh did Starry.
They're going hard with Da Vinci this year.
Okay, so we only got one Ninja Turtle so far. Okay, so I'm way off.
Okay. Now Richard's jumping in. Thank you, Richard. A model was built from his so I think it's sketches and it's in the Smithsonian. But as far as what he did that blueprint looking art is what I'm seeing, or his sketches. And so I don't know that he physically made the model. It sounds like they later cobbled it together, and this is
So Brad said one of the Lego sets was made by a guy called Fettuccine. Bro, like what?
yeah, man.
What set? I mean, what set
Thank
was
you,
made
Cooper.
by?
This was such a friggin' impossible answer to get. I thought he only drew it. The thing he's holding in his hand in the set. And then somebody's like, nah, he made it, Doug. I'm like, what?
So I guess here's even a question. Like, our tail
turned into comedy here. Title's like, is this Flied? This is Flied?
Bro, like something like the Tales of the Space Age. Is that made by one of these dudes, or is that like just a modern representation of like
Tales of the Space, the ideas thing? That's just I think
that's not made by one of these guys.
No.
Okay.
Let me see if there's an artist attached to that. I just think it's a cool design. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. It's just it says inspired by 80s sci-fi myths.
Okay, now Papa Rex is saying Fettuccine was the fifth Beatle, bro. What's going on?
Yep.
Okay, all right. I think Cooper is telling the truth. You guys are just effing with me, bro.
Did Da Vinci ever did he ever sketch the sequels at all? Like the sequel concept videos? That's it. Concept for the sets.
Nosenheimer said Tales of the Space Age made by regular Joe.
Shreddy sketched the dropship with ATOT. What's CPE? College placement? I don't know what that is. CPE credit.
I'll be honest, man. Look, dude, in history, like the more I'm thinking about it, man, from like ages of like 1300 to like 1800, all that stuff just blends, man. Like Columbus was when? When did he sail the ocean blue?
1492.
So Leonardo was in a different country and he was making this stuff, and then
Dude, you guys are
America didn't even exist at
you're
that
making
point.
me go all the way back to like middle school.
Bro, so hold up. I'm trying to think for a second, man. So if Columbus was in 1400s, there was an honest like 300-year period.
Let's go. The old man still got it.
Well, so Sean, there was an honest
Wasn't
300-year
82.
period where we were just like fighting Indians and stuff. Like that's 300 years of our history.
Tyler,
until we became.
Tyler, can you name the 3 ships that he sailed? Don't look at chat.
Dude, I'm gonna guess whatever Lego set's on the shelf right now,
I'll
man.
give you the
There's a new
first one.
thing coming out, the Electron or something, or the Electoral or whatever that ship is.
The Endurance.
Endurance. Okay.
Endurance. You get us off of stuff we want to. Oh man, you get Tyler.
Is that one of them at least?
He's dragging me into his dumb fog right now. What?
Was that one of them? So the Endurance is one of them.
Yep, the 3.
There we go, bro. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It was the Endurance, the Titanic, and the Black Pearl. Tyler, I'll give you the first ship, the Nina.
I was not. No, I don't know anything about that.
All right. And of course, Cooper has it. The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. You ever heard Boats and Hoes? I mean, it's right there in the beginning. So
no, look. I mean, I should really get. I mean, look. I mean, I need to really revamp my mid 21st. Or hold up, no, that would be the 20th century is okay. So what's that actually called? Like, what's a millennium called? Like when I'm talking about like from 1000 to 1999, like what is that actually called?
Millennium.
But like, is it like the 20th millennium or the second millennium?
No, those are centuries.
No, century's 100, I thought, right?
Yeah, a century's 100. Millennium is 1,000 years.
But like when I'm talking about, so there's been 2 millennias, right? Since from 001 to 999 was the first millennia.
We're in the 3rd one.
Okay, so like I just call it the second millennia.
Amy, are we in the 2nd or the 3rd? Because 0 to 999 is. Oh, I think you have to hit the 1,000 though.
So CPA said we're in the 3rd.
All right, CP. Yeah, all right.
So I need to
What is
revamp
going
my
on, dude?
history of the second millennia or my
Short
mid
of
second
the
millennia.
brain cells melting. I thought so. What the hell? I've never stopped and thought about that, Tyler. Which one we're in? Actually, I've never really.
Yeah, because you always hear like 21st century and stuff, but it's like
That's more tangible, you know.
also why the hell is it so confusing? Why aren't we just in the 20th century?
Oh, we're in the third. What you were saying is the second. Okay.
Okay, so Columbus sailed in the second millennia. Okay.
Yep.
Dude, I'll be honest, I'll never understand how we have like modern okay, here's the biggest question about history. Why do we have so much, apparent proof and stuff written down and files stored away and pictures of this and that in the past like 200 years?
Yeah.
But nothing, bro. Nothing but some damn hieroglyphics that we still don't even know what they mean. But like I'll
People
never
know what
understand
they
for
mean.
like 5 billion years, bro. We got hieroglyphics and bones. But now in the last 200 years, we got flash drives and all these like underground bunkers and like I'll never understand, man. How is it so easy for the past 200 years for us to like keep track of like proper history, and then all that other shit, man? For 4 billion years, we'll never have any clue what actually happened.
So I was trying to find the way. So science.
But like science or not, man, like
magic.
How do we not actually know anything of what? Like, dude, we'll never actually know the dinosaurs walk. We'll never know. If
we do, what do you mean we won't know? I'm so confused by this.
There's no proof. There's no actual proof, Sean. Dude, a bone in the thing.
What do you mean? There's no proof? There's proof in every museum in every. Well, I would say every town, but
okay, but Sean, I guess my question is,
are you upset there wasn't a Pocket 3 camera there to film?
Yeah, or like we have no documents, man. We have no documents of dinosaurs ever being on this globe.
Tyler, people are starting to get concerned. You need to get to a museum. You need to open a start at night at the museum.
Okay, but you get what I'm saying, man. You get what I'm saying. Like we have listen, dude. Think about it. We have a picture of damn near everything for the past 70 years. Like everything that happened, we have a picture of it. Why
Tyler, are you a flat earther? People are wanting to know.
No, bro. Okay, Earth. I know that, man. But I'm not too sure that we went to the moon, though. Okay, but Earth is round.
Cinemolecular, Gen Z, Pixar, it didn't happen. Look, Tyler, there's all kinds of things. Science, industrial revolution, just a lot of progress has happened in this last couple hundred years. I understand what you're saying, but you saying things like they got hieroglyphics, we don't know what it means. It's like there's people who have a pretty good read on not maybe everything, but they can deduce what was going on. And these cavemen were drawing. I mean, you really do need to let's get you on like the History Channel for like 15 minutes.
But the thing is, man, like
Egypt is a myth, Tyler. Now we got people.
Look, I'll say this, man. This is a whole tangent for a different thing. Maybe
how do you explain the pyramids, Tyler? What do you think's going on there? They're still up.
Okay, but even then, there's no proof of how they've actually been made. The thing is, I'm not doubting the pyramids exist. They're there. But whatever, what truly happened in there, like what truly is, or like what was Cleopatra? Who built the pyramids? Again, why are there big steps up there? Like, was it giants that built the pyramids, or what? Like the thing is, like, there's just no proof of it. We don't know. Okay, did regular. The thing is, like, regular Egyptians built the pyramids. Did giants? Did aliens? Did they use
Egyptians built them?
But I'll leave it at where's the proof of that?
I don't.
How do we know where's the picture, bro? Where's the scripture? Where's the scripture of 72,000 regular Egyptians built
the pyramids? But I don't have the thumb drive, Tyler, to prove it to you. But there are a lot of people who dedicate their literal lives the way you do to Lego Star Wars to all these things, and they are experts in the field.
I'll leave it at this, man. I think pre 1900s even.
Also,
I'll say definitely pre 1800s. Pre 1800s. Again, maybe I have to look into it more, but I'm not even necessarily skeptical of it. I'm just in the boat of just like the pre 1800s all the way back to 5 bajillion quadrillion years ago. I'm just sitting there and realizing it, man. How do we sit here in 2024 and not truly know what happened? Like truly happened in any of those years. But in the last 200 years, we have pictures of everything, and it mind blows me, dude.
There wasn't adequate technology for documentation, Tyler. I think for what you're looking for, like when
Sean, there's my point. So how do these
because
how do these museums know what happened though? If you just admitted there's no proper way of knowing stuff,
because
so how do these museums? Well, they're going to look at a line on the tree and be like, how do we ever get to the point of like, okay, certain lines on tree stumps means this tree is that many years old? Whoever made that law? Who knows that? You know what I mean? Because how do we know that tree actually?
Younger trees that have come that have been born since then. What do you like? This is bizarre, dude. It's hilarious.
Look, I'm being honest with you, man. I think there's some stuff in the last 5 billion years that we'll never know for sure.
You won't know for sure, but there are tree scientists that do know for sure. And again, every one of these avenues that you're jumping into has literal colleges, probably, you know, like historians in each one of these fields. I had a tree guy come to my house the other day, and I trust him. I'm like, you know what I mean? Botanist, what are they called? Anyway, like, there's experts in all kinds of fields, and I know you're saying you want like undisputed proof that these things are true.
Well, then I'll say this much, man. How about
you? Do you understand? Are you on board with we couldn't document the way we can now? And
100%, bro. So that's why I'm so skeptical.
And that it's possible to find some of this shit on accident or even on purpose, and then they find it, and then you
look. So you guys got me with the tree stuff since we can test on modern trees. I'll give you that much. We can't test on modern dinosaurs since they don't exist. So how do we know when a bone, how long it's been in the ground for? Like how do we know the dinosaurs weren't around in 1200? But you know, we have no documentation of like were the Romans and the dinosaurs at the same time. We'll never know for sure, because how do we know? We can't test on modern dinosaur bones.
The technology. Thank you, Lightning Lash. Tip of my tongue. Actually, I didn't know the term, but carbon dating. That is, yeah.
Look, like with most things,
you've done not a lick of any effort, or you won't even like look into it, and you're just like, no.
I went through history class for all 16 years of my damn.
You didn't even know the name of
my high school or like my schooling career. And believe me, like I'm into history, man. I'm very into history. It's just I'm into the truthful history.
Right, guys, like, to prove what a scholar Tyler is, let's ask some elementary level historical fact questions, and I'll be honest if I know them or not. Yeah,
Molly Cooler said, "Did I go or did I
go or did you go?"
I'll say this much: the only class I ever failed in my entire schooling was my first year of Spanish.
The truthful history.
So I passed every social studies and geography class ever.
All right, let's start. We'll ramp it up like the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire style. We'll start with this one for 100. Okay, who was the first president of the United States?
George Washington, and that's right on that cusp of like I believe it. You know, because it's in 1776 or whatever. Right on that line of like,
how do you know the Constitution and all these documents, Declaration? How do you know
those are still in existence? Like the Constitution is a actual thing.
How do you know it's not a copy?
I can't tell you that for sure. But you know
who can
copy or not?
Can tell you that for sure.
Who?
People who are into forensics and document whatever that department's called. People can go like, yeah, no, this is legit. They authenticate that that's a legitimate document.
Okay, but the question wasn't if the Constitution that's like in the White House now is it authentic? Is it the first one or not?
It's not in the White House. But yes, it's the Smithsonian, I think, or no. Where is the Constitution? That's a good question.
So the question of it wasn't if that's the first copy or not. That I couldn't tell you. I haven't researched that. But the fact of I believe that the Constitution exists in the fact of what is written on there was the same stuff written on the original, whether or not this was original or not.
Grade. It is at the Smithsonian. Wait, is it not? Okay. National Archives. There you go. But you can go see it, Tyler. It's pretty awesome, powerful to go see. You know what we should do, guys? We should do a ACOB field trip. Take Tyler to Washington, D.C. That would be the funniest thing ever.
Look, I mean, again, I'll say this much.
I'm like the most scholarly expert, but some of these basic things, Tyler, got me a little bit scared, dude. A little bit. You don't believe anything that you don't have like a video clip of. Is that kind of where you're at?
I don't fully believe it. Not to say that I can't agree with it and get on board of like it could have happened, but I'm not going to sit here and say that like you put me on a lie detector test. I would probably pass in the regards of I don't believe it.
For those of you joining for the first time, if you're here for the fig stuff, that ended about 700 brain cells ago.
Historynomics now.
Historynomics. You know this one, Tyler?
North. I mean, what?
Tyler
Oregon, Colorado, Wyoming, that type of stuff. Washington.
Tyler, did the Boston Tea Party really happen? But hold on, it's close to George Washington, which for some reason you're cool. You feel
was Tea Party
feel
before or after
you feel
Washington?
like the world start. I'm sorry.
Was Tea Party before or after Washington?
All right, we got it. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. All right, guys, we've had a tremendous night.
Bro, I mean, is that a terrible question? Like, because it wasn't in America, right? No, oh shit. Oh no, hold
It's
on,
in
no.
the name.
Cancel that. Boston, Massachusetts. Stop. I knew it. I effed up there. That was a true just.
No, on a serious note, I got to go to bed. That was a great way to cap it off,
okay.
though.
Believe me, I know Boston is
Where
in
was it?
Massachusetts. Everyone in chat, don't call me out on that.
All right, what a fun ride. A little bonus talk. Tyler likes to extend things out. I'm happy to do it. Tyler, we got to get you some books, sir.
Man, you guys,
He
John,
doesn't-
you did me dirty right there, man. You just left me off on all these people thinking dude, everyone's gonna go to bed, man, thinking I'm a moron tonight.
You're not. It's just very funny, though. It's very funny. So, all right, guys, have a very happy Thanksgiving. ACOB will not be on Thursday night, but we are going to do something this weekend to make up for it. We will have a G-dub. We don't usually announce those in advance, Tyler, so that'll be fun. You can come back and tell us your position on really, I want you to really drill down when you think the world started, okay? Like the truthful world, the truly world, as you would put it. I want to know what that is, all right? So tune into the G-dub this weekend. Tyler, any closing thoughts? Any other conspiracies you want to dispel at this time?
Well, okay. I mean, conspiracy is a whole different. I mean,
Is
that's
this
a rabbit
really
hole.
you, Tyler?
That might have to be like a